Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final set review roundup for Keep the Peace.
Woo!
Hold up.
Hello, Evelyn Young.
Where's here we go.
Oh, it's loud. Oh, it's very loud. I'm sorry, listeners.
Not loud for me.
All right. Hello, guys. What's going on today? How's everybody doing?
I'm good.
Thank you, Leo. Yes.
12-hour work days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ, how are you?
I'm just here, man.
We're just here to talk about Lego. This
Yeah.
is my first and last one of these like review streams that you guys been doing because I haven't
Right.
joined that before. So I'm really excited. I don't know what this is about. I'm out
Yeah,
here in the
I'm
wilderness.
I'm so glad we could get most of the Keep the Peace people back for the final
One last ride.
final one. Most of them.
Yeah, just to watch the sunset.
Well, if I didn't live at work, I'd be here more often.
It is so true. I'm glad you were able to join, Zach. I was worried you would not be able to.
Oh, I was worried too.
They were like moving you around to like different projects, weren't they? That were gonna like
Yeah.
keep you there.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, the current project you're on's basically like on track to get done on time. So let's move you to all the ones that aren't."
It really could be like that sometime. Well, for those who don't know, which probably is nobody, but I mean, just go watch the video we put out a few days ago. The saying goodbye to Keep the Peace video. Between that and the title of this, I imagine you guys know what's up. On the off chance you don't, super quick, super short. This will be the final stream held on the Keep the Peace channel. We are just going to be hanging out and chilling and talking about some Lego sets that have been graciously sent to us by the Lego Ambassador Network that we are overdue on talking about. We got sets. AJ has some sets. Leo has some sets. I've got some sets. And Zach and X do not have sets, but they are here to just chill. Sakota also does not have sets, and he is here to host the stream. But
I'm the tech guy today.
Yeah, he's the guy in the chair.
I mean, hey, I've acquired other sets since last I was here, so I could interject with opinion pieces if you want.
We probably have enough to be getting on with, but we'll see. We'll see how it flows, and then I'm sure we'll talk about like the whole experience and some final ruminations at the end, provided it doesn't take like 4 hours to get to that point. But yeah, thank you guys for chilling. If you've got any like questions or you want to like ask us anything in the chat as we go throughout, I'm sure we'll find the time to answer it kind of in between sets. And thank you guys for hanging out with us. Octobotamus says, "Let's go." I managed to show up for the channel divorce. Tovia Kazap, great to see you here too. I've been ill today, but wanted to make sure I got here. I'm very sorry that you're ill, Toby. Thank you for joining us. I hope you feel better. Hopefully this distracts. Chadwick Haunter duplicate. Very sad Chimo Reacts didn't finish. RIP. We didn't get to the Laval fake out death episode. Well,
Maybe one day.
No, it's probably for the better.
Probably not.
I don't think I would have lasted another 2 episodes of Chima.
Chadwick, this stream is laggy. It keeps pausing, then going on. Anybody else getting that? Any other?
Yeah, I see that the stream quality isn't too great. I have to look what I can do, but I don't know if there's much I can.
Okay, yeah, it is everybody. It looks like. Oh no. Well, Sakota's on the case. He's tweaking. He's got a guy in the chairing it up. Crank that bit rate down.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You're telling me we can't stream in 8K anymore?
Deeply unfortunate. Jonathan Plays stream is laggy. RIP, keep the peace. Well, it is what it is. Drabert Rip Dreams reacts. Yeah, well.
I've got news
Deeply-
for you regarding dreams. That it's not looking kind of dreamy for it next year or this year for that matter.
Yeah. I mean,
It's the eternal
dreams.
curse of the 3-year run and it just not being Ninjago.
The
That's
eternal
the
curse of
case.
anything else. Yeah, any other
Mhm.
action
Yeah.
theme.
It's
Yeah.
like Nickelodeon with SpongeBob, you know, it's just you just can't live up to it.
I don't know if it's getting
With that
better.
said though, I'm pretty excited about them trying to lay out a new theme though. That would be cool.
Still showing up as bad, Sakota.
Yeah, I don't know what else I can do.
We need to restart the internet.
Just reboot the whole thing.
Just reboot the entire thing. There's got to be like isn't there an on and off button? You know, there's got to be somewhere.
I don't want to turn the
You'd
stream
think.
off. Sorry.
What's gonna replace Lego Dreams, guys? What's Lego's new forte? You know,
Ninjago, but again.
they're gonna put just more Ninjago.
Mm.
It should be better now, maybe? Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Let's see. I'll put it in the chat.
Might be a bit of a delay, but yeah.
Alpha Team 2 would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sucker for anything probably like 90s to like early 2000s. Sloth themes. Just an original actual space theme that's not like a city. Yeah, city sub theme. With that said though, that is like those do have some pretty good sets from what we've been like having. They made a Mako from like Mass Effect, one of them I know. Which is pretty cool. Like with the 6 wheels. But they don't
Okay.
feel like a distinct own theme, you know?
Yeah, it do be like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's assuming anything is coming after Dreams. I'm personally in the camp of maybe Lego's done with original themes. You know, but who knows? Like maybe
That is-
Ninjago
that
and Friends of
very
City will be
realistic.
enough.
It's like
That
I
is
said,
very realistic though, Meso. But I'm just trying to not have such a bleak outlook. But that is what it, you know. They have a Lionsgate license now. You know, there's no anything's gonna be Lego. Did someone say anything?
No.
No. Okay, so on my end it says that the connection is good now. So
Yeah, I put
hope-
in the
I
chat.
hope
Like, just let us
everything is
know
fixed
if it's
now.
if it
I
keeps
lowered the
lagging and
output
so far.
quality a little bit, but it should now be more smoothly, hopefully.
Okay, cool. So, we are going to go ahead and begin today because we got a lot of ground to cover. We got like over 10 sets, I think. We're gonna start off with AJ. You are first, and the
Alright.
set that we are going to start off with, let's do 75683 Glinda and Elphaba's dormitory.
Thanks
From
for telling me the name because I didn't know the set number.
No, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. It's from the Lego Wicked theme that's out right now. It has 740 pieces, and you can get it for $69.99 USD in America. AJ, you're a big Wicked fan.
I am. Yeah. These guys will know that I wouldn't stop talking about it. Like the sets for months and months. It's the most I've ever talked about Lego sets, I'm gonna be honest.
It was really nice seeing it though, the passion, the love.
The most enthusiasm ever, and it's for Wicked.
It's okay to like things.
Sorry, I've never done one of these before, so I'm like, yeah.
You're all good.
So this is the dormitory set. I know it doesn't look like the dormitory at the minute, and it's because it's like you can like open it and close it. Like there's a little latch here.
That's
And what you do in this case, pull out a little key, and then you have to like open it. It's gonna be really hard to do.
That's okay.
Is it like a mini escape room looking thing? Reverse escape room. Yeah.
You turn it.
She has entered the key. She has twisted the key.
I've taken out all the stuff that can possibly fall out as I open it. At least I think I have. Yeah, so open it up like that. And you get the dormitory. Which
It's really cool how they were able to do that.
I think they did a really good job of translating it. Like from the movie. I think it's pretty pretty good.
Alpha's tiny bit of stuff.
Yeah, Alpha does like that, and then all of that is Glinda's, which is very accurate.
Which reminds me of Polly Pocket.
Yeah. That's most of like what the set itself does. It like open and closes. These things are just kind of for decoration. They have minifigures with them. If I can put this down for a second. So you get Linda. This is her like dormitory clothes. They both come with 2 outfits. So it's
that's cool.
The dormitory clothes and then the outfits they wear for the Ozdust ballroom.
Oh, that's cool actually.
Linda's other outfit. And yeah, I just picked the dormitory ones because I don't really like the colors on this very much. It's a very it doesn't show up well on the camera. It's very like neon.
It looks very eye-searing.
Yeah.
Is it that like corral color? Like it looks kind of. I think that might be it.
Right. Yeah, I think it might be.
Yeah, because that's like one of those nice
kind of color.
Yeah, salmon, like the weird like pink hue of it.
It's one of my main gripes with these sets, to be honest, because they use that color only like a little bit, but it really stands out against like all the other pink, and it looks not good. So it bothers me a little bit. But that's Glinda. This is Elphaba in her like dormitory clothes. I know you can't see it very well, but that's the dormitory one. And then you get her Ozdust outfit, which again you can't see very well because of my camera. But you also get another hairpiece, which is like the hat with a hair. So
very cool.
Yeah.
I get what they were kind of going for there, but I kind of wish that they just included extra heads for the mini dolls, because you just have you basically have 4 minifigures, except 2 of them are missing heads. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. It would have been nice to have
like at that rate it's 2 pieces, and I get that it's like to have different outfits and for the immersion or whatever, but at that rate just throwing a couple extra heads may as well, right?
I'm with you there.
Yeah, so I don't know.
There you go. You have the official Ariana Grande minifigure. How's it feel?
True and real.
True and very so real.
So with these Wicked sets, they also have like, it has it in the other set as well, I'll get to later, but they have QR codes like that one. And I got these
sets. You get Super Mario integration in with this? That's crazy.
Those
are barcodes.
So
okay.
I got these sets before the movie came out, probably about late October. So I built them early November, and I checked the QR codes. I thought what would happen would be they'd like play a short snippet of the music from the movies, like, because that's what I thought, because on the box it had like a scan me and then musical notes beside it. So I was like, oh, they'll probably like just link clips to the movie or something. That's probably what they do. It didn't, but what it did do, it had a countdown initially up until the release of the movie, along with a trailer for Wicked, but done with Lego, which has been promoted on other sites.
That's cool.
And then when the movie finally released and the countdown finished, it takes you to a website, and you do a bunch of like interactive stuff. It has like mini character profiles, and it does like a are you Elphaba or Glinda kind of test thing, and
Yeah.
there's a couple other things as well. You need to log in and have an account to do those things, and I don't have that. So I didn't actually check them out, but that's what the QR code does, which isn't what I was expecting. But I mean, I get like, yeah. So
That's still pretty cool.
yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it's a very nice set. It was quite fun to put it together. But I think I just got excited at the fact that I could like close it and lock it.
Yeah.
I just got excited about that because I always get excited about those things. It's just interesting.
It's also a really cool feature to like be able to move it around and like conserve space.
Oh yeah, this was like I took this home over Christmas, and it's the one time where I haven't had to worry about a set completely collapsing.
Yes.
On the way home, I can literally just put it in a box and be like, "You'll be fine." Apart from like these things, so these are on top of the box, right? But they're really easy to just like take off. It's not like I have to really pull. It's just
Right.
like I can't convey it well. I guess if I
they're secure, but they're not bolted down.
Yeah, so me just trying to put that back on made that fall off. So for me putting my palm on it. So yeah, it's these things aren't very secure on it. And I have stuff to say about that with the other set as well. But aside from that, I really like the set, honestly. Like I think it's very accurate for the movies. I like that they included 2 different outfits, and yeah, it's a nice set. Very fun.
Would you recommend?
I think it's definitely one of the sets I would recommend out of the 4 of them. Was there? Yeah.
If you hadn't gotten it from the Ambassador Network, would you pay $70 for it? Do you think it's worth that? Yes, or like
what is that in pounds?
I think it's $59.99. I think I can't tell which one's euros and which one's pounds.
Euros the ones that looks like an E, and pound is the one that looks like an L.
Okay. Well, here, look. I'm just gonna post what Brickset says. Look at the page.
Yes, I remember you talking about professionalism earlier.
Look at the page in chat. That's what it says. All right, leave me alone. I like cheeseburgers and American stuff.
American.
You know, okay. 60. That's a bit of a push, I think.
License tax.
Yeah. I think it's a very nice set. I think it's I don't know if it's the preferred set. I don't know. It's difficult. I mean, if you want a Lego set that's like easier to kind of save space on, and if you're traveling anywhere, then that's pretty good. But I mean, like, it's a lot of small bits, and I don't know if it's if it's worth quite that much.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'd say
piece-wise, it's like 740 parts. That's not that bad. It's just for me that it's kind of small, where I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know, but it does look cool.
It is very cool. I still do like it. It's very nice, and I'm gonna lock it up again because because it's taking up too much space on my desk.
Well, there you go.
So I will do that now.
It was a good function. Seems like a natural like progression of like those like really old sets that was kind of just like a paper cutout from like Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know the one that you mean.
Yeah, and then they later remade them as like books, you know, that you can kind of open.
You can open and close.
Yeah, I quite like that they're doing that. Like that is like a pretty cool function because you know, biggest part about like Lego later is just space. You know, those Star Destroyers, those big gray triangles, they take up so much space, man. You have no idea.
So true.
Yeah.
It's them. It's them.
Oh, it's like the interviews.
From the
Yeah.
hit movie Wicked.
Such a good movie. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie a lot. By the way, in case
I
you
did
couldn't
too.
tell. Yeah, it's very fun.
It went hard. Good movie.
It,
All right.
yeah.
Next set, AJ. We
The
ready?
next set.
The
What's
next
this
set.
one?
Well, thank you for asking, AJ. The next set is 75682 Elphaba and Glinda figures.
Yeah.
This set has 558 pieces and retails for $54.99 USD. So it's like right on the cusp of like a good price per part ratio. It's like right there.
Yeah.
And it's also Construction's last hope. So
Oh my gosh.
please wow us, educate us Bionicle fans, what our future looks like.
Okay, so I think out of the two sets, I do prefer this one. I think it's just a nice like a display piece, you know? Like I have it on my desk usually like just right behind my my drawing tablet. Or I keep it like on my windowsill, or you know, just it's a nice little thing. Um the whole, they're like articulate so you can move them and stuff.
It is
The
good.
thing
That's
is,
construction.
it's a little different for both of them because with Alphaba you can move like the top torso, right? But with Glinda you can only move her head. When I try and move it, I can't because everything's just like that.
In the wise
But
words of LJ, that's a con. That's not a pro. That's a con.
Oh my gosh.
Is there any other set or theme that has done these kind of figures so far? Or is this the
Wednesday.
only set? Oh yeah, Wednesday. They came out at like the same time? Question mark? Okay, because it's been a very long. It's been a very long time since like a new license has brought in like a new quote unquote like building system. Because I do feel I do hope they do something more with like these figures because like the whole pink dress is cute. You know, it's made out of like.
I
Yeah.
honestly really like this set. Like, I say something and I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say?
I'm sorry.
You were talking about their posability and how like
Mhm.
Glinda was very restricted because she could only move like the head.
Yeah, like you can move the arms, and you can move her head, but you can't move her torso. But Alpha's like different. I can move her torso, and it's fine.
How can the arms move? Like, are they on
Pretty
like
well.
a hinge?
You can like bend them and do. You can pose it pretty well.
They're on clips.
Yeah. The only thing is you can't really move. Oh wait, no, you can. Oh. It was just a bit stiff. That's why. But you can. Yeah. You can move the arms really well, which I'm quite glad about. I'm glad that you can pose them because I thought it was just going to be like stiff and still, but then when I was putting it together, I was like, oh, I can have them like however I want to pose them. Like I like that. It's pretty good. Another complaint I was saying, like with the other set, things tend to kind of fall off easy. This happens all the time. The amount of times where I've like accidentally nudged this thing and Glinda has like fallen over is a lot. And to be honest, they're kind of a pain to put on the stand.
It's
Like
okay,
I know when
bro.
I was
Just let her defy gravity.
like when I was first building the set, I was having a huge problem with trying to get Glinda on because you can't really see the bottom of the thing very well because of the skirt. So I was kind of just feeling around trying to get it on, but obviously that doesn't always work. And I can't get her back on now, so I'm just gonna put her down for a minute. It has some little like references to the movie, you know, like you've got the elixir which showed up in the other set, and Elphaba's hat which you can put on her head. It's got like a little the stand.
It's so funny.
The stands come off, but there is a little stand for the hat, and I guess that's that's just a major complaint. Is that everything tends to fall apart easy on this set. I remember trying to move it, and I think I picked it up. If you don't pick it up at the base, these things are gonna come off. They're like handrails. They just completely like dislodge. What else can I say? Again,
window in the back, just a print.
it's like a. I don't.
Oh, I know what you mean. I know what the material. It's like plastic. It's like it's not quite like cloth.
It looks really good though.
It does, yeah. It was I was a bit concerned at first when I was first doing it because I was like, it looks a little weird because it was like bending a lot, and then I realized you could like clip it in place and whatever. Because I've never had one of those kind of sets before. It has like these decorations on it again with the like pink. It's used minimally, but it still sticks out like a sore thumb. I really don't like it very much. That's just me personally. I don't like the color. We have the QR code in here, this is the Grimory, which is the book that Elphaba reads from. And the QR code is in there.
Cool.
I want to say I know what the butterfly is. I don't remember anything. I've watched the movie a few times now, and I can't remember it. I think it might be from a deleted scene. Like,
I thought it was from when she was reading from it and like the symbols and stuff started coming off the page. Wasn't there like one of them that turned into a butterfly or something?
I don't
know.
I don't know.
I remember like symbols and stuff started like popping off the page and peeling off and turning into
Oh,
shapes.
that was like that wasn't butterfly wings. That was like, what kind of wings were they? It was the wings for
they're like bird wings.
Monkey.
Like,
yeah, for the monkey.
I thought like one of the things.
Mary says levitation
I might be
spell.
misremembering.
That's where the butterfly is from.
Huh. Gotcha.
All right. Well, there we go. Yeah, the Grimory also falls off a lot. Everything just kind of falls off in the set. That's the one downside. But it is the preferred set. I'll take Elphaba and Glinda off so I can do like a full
360.
Kind of 360. The hair like moves as well, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
This skirt, because it's all like individual things, you can do that.
Skirt posability.
Yeah, it's a bit finicky, but you can do it.
Yeah.
I like her crown, kind of. It's not very visible, but it's got like, it looks like her crown in the movie where it's got all of the bubbles on it and the sparkles. You just can't see it very well because of my camera.
Next to Knights lives on in those like half triangle pieces.
This is her like wand, which, yeah, I mean, that's probably about as like accurate as they could get it without just sticking like a giant ball with a bunch of spikes on it, you know?
Bring back the Thornax.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Glinda. I'll take off Elphaba. The broomstick. So she has the same with the hair. Like that. Oh, that was another thing. So with her outfit, it's actually stickers.
Oh.
No.
And the problem with these is that they keep peeling off. Just at the edge, like this edge, I have to keep flattening on because it just won't stick. It's yeah, that's an unfortunate.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, it's the way they translated the dress is kind of funny because it really does just look like a bunch of like lines.
Well, you know.
And like, yeah, I mean, yeah, if I can get the hat off the stand, that would be great, and then I can. This whole set has just fallen apart as I've been reviewing it. That's not good. There we go.
That looks hilarious.
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't put it on, and I'm kind of remembering what it is now. because it's been a while since I built these. I'm probably like fiddled with them.
You'd think they'd at least make it to where you can remove part of the hair on top to put the hat on.
Yeah, it feels like it should be like one whole stud, like more down, to like look more like it's actually on the head.
Yeah, but I mean, at least they've got like a stand for it. With the actual base itself, because I want to show that off. So it's like, that's what the bases look like. That's what they stand on. Just those little subs, and then.
Oh, look, it's Lego Heroica, everybody.
Yeah.
And got the bubble.
It's pretty
and
good stance though. Very distinct with the colors and stuff.
Yeah, I quite like it.
There's a lot of green in this movie,
There is.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
The
There's a lot.
City.
Go to the Emerald City. But yeah.
It seems like a very cool set.
It is a very cool set. I do like it. Like I said, it's not as like sturdy as the other one, and I mean I've basically shown that. But I do like it. Just like as a Wicked fan, it's nice to have kind of a set that's just there to be a display piece, because I like display pieces more than anything. It's a nice set.
But they're action figures. You could put them in action poses.
Yeah, they can actually.
Except probably not. I don't think you can pose them that much.
Not really. I mean, I've still had fun posing them. Every now and then, like even earlier today, I was kind of messing with the posing.
Yeah. That was nice.
I can't turn their heads. Oh wait, no, I can. I keep trying to turn their heads far enough so that they can like look at each other, because I just friends or whatever. But
so the dress on the other figure is stickers, but the faces, are those both prints?
Yeah, those prints. The faces are.
Okay, nice.
Just print.
It's funny. They have both.
That's weird.
It's like a whole. I don't even know how I can show it. It's like a whole piece. Like the.
Yeah, I can see it.
Wait, with that thickness as well? It's not just like a plate?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's odd. Didn't
Very
expect
odd.
that.
Maybe they feel they can reuse the faces later for something else.
Maybe, because I mean they look better like that than they do on like the Marvel and DC action figures.
Yeah, that's like a good comparison, because those,
I think a lot of things look better than those.
Some of them look alright, but like they all kind of look like odd proportionally, or they like kind of lanky. But this kind of like, it makes sense for what they are. They're kind of like an evolution of like the mini dolls, because they're kind of like doll-like.
I like Spider-Man, and I like Batman, and I like Venom, and those are about it. But these look nice. I vibe.
They're very nice to have, and I'm just very happy with them overall. Kind of want to get the other sets now.
You should, before they go away. And then there's another 4, I think, coming this year.
What?
Oh yeah,
really?
Part 2.
I think so. Yeah.
I have no idea what they're gonna do for them. I'm gonna be real, but I'm excited to see what they do.
Wait, is Part 2 coming out this year?
Yeah,
yes, it is.
Because they filmed it all at once, and then they've just. Yeah.
Wait, is it one of those movies like at the end of Harry Potter where they just like make 2 movies out of it?
Yes, it is a 2-parter.
Really?
Yeah.
But this is an original story, though.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they just made it a 2-part and not a trilogy at that point. I feel like it's kind of odd to just
It wouldn't fit.
Either do one movie or
it's not an original story.
Yeah.
It's based on a musical, which is based on a book, right?
They basically how they did it is they split Act 1 and Act 2 for the musical into 2 movies.
Exactly.
Then it actually
the musical
makes
has
sense.
like a clear dividing line.
Yeah, because they usually have like a one. Yeah, I get it then. All right, I stand corrected.
So those are the Wicked sets.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm very happy with them, and had a lot to say about them. And
thank you, AJ. I'm glad you were able to come on and talk about something you're very passionate about. Thank you.
Yeah, for the first time and the last time ever.
Well,
yeah.
Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay. Leo, you have 3 sets. I have 5.
I have 5.
How
The
many do
boat
you have, Zach? Do you have
and the
any
Animal
sets, Zach?
Crossing thing.
No.
Did you forget about those?
I
that's
may
good.
have forgotten when I was giving Sakota the stuff. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. No,
Like,
I got
I
him.
have-
I got him.
No, I
I
think-
forgot. I got 'em
Okay.
all.
Should be all
All
done.
right.
So, how should we? I guess that's fine then. Because I was gonna do like 3, and then you would do 3, and then I would do 2. But if we both have 5, you can just go first. I don't mind.
Okay. So I'm gonna do 3 now and then 2 after.
Do you want to do all of yours back to back, or do you want to like
I don't
take a
really
break
care.
for
I
our,
can
for our
do
voice?
however you want, Meso. I'm
Let's
cool
do
with them.
you do 3, and then I'll do 3.
Okay,
And
and
then
then
you'll
I'll
do
do
2, and then
the-
I'll do 2.
Yeah, I'll do the one wave then first.
Before you start, we got a super chat from the one, the only Klebmar12.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Sent Australian $10 and says KTP will never die.
Dude,
You want to bet, Kleb?
I have some news that might
Oh,
upset you
Kleb.
there.
What?
But I appreciate the
Kleb.
enthusiasm and the 10 Australian dollars.
Unless
even though the
something-
money is
Unless
upside
something
down.
crazy happens in a few days.
Shut up, Meso.
Alright.
Okay, so I'll start with the newer sets. So I don't remember the numbers. Is the issue?
Oh
'cause
yeah,
I
yeah. Which one do you want to do first? I'll get the numbers.
have- the starter set kind of thing. I forgot what
The
campfire.
starter set.
I think it's campfire something. I got it.
Is it Nook's Cranny? Oh no, Sonic's Campfire Clash. I see.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Yes.
that's 77001 Sonic's Campfire Clash. It has 177 pieces and retails for $19.99.
Yes. Okay. So when I first saw these sets, my headspace straight went to Sonic Adventure 2 because that's exactly what these sets are. And I jokingly said some things from these sets would also play into the new movie, and I was right. But
Nice.
I was never expecting Lego to make a gun units or GUN units in any form because not even Sega likes to acknowledge them. However, I am actually shocked at how well they translated these little dudes. Well, this guy should be taller. Like, significantly taller. But they're pretty
Oh.
good translations of what they look like in the games.
Is it like a mech or like a drone?
They're like drones.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they look more like Gundam in the in the games. And then obviously it comes with stupid launcher and then a little campfire build, which is nice.
Campfire build's pretty cute.
Sonic with the marshmallow.
And I think it's a new expression. It's hard to tell, but it has a new expression of him kind of angry, which is weird because he's at a campfire.
Angrily roasting that marshmallow. It's owing him money or something.
I don't like the launchers because they're really large and bulky, but it is a fun play feature.
How does it work? Does it work well actually?
Yes, they work pretty
cool.
well. It's just you put this. I think I forgot the name. Something.
Yeah, because to see
which
some of the sets,
yeah.
you have like loops or whatever. You can set up an actual stage.
Only one set had the loop, which was the first starter set, which is strange. Everything else though does have like a play feature. I don't think they're gonna make another big starter set.
It makes sense for Sonic though with this kind of feature.
Yeah.
I like this better
works
than
pretty
Super
well.
Mario.
Yes. Minifigure wise and pretty much every aspect wise, this is the best they could have done with the theme. This set for $20 is kind of pushing it, but I do think it's because of the Technic beams and the launcher and the shell piece that you used.
Is it just Sonic? Do you get no
It's
other figures?
it's just Sonic, the 2 drones, and then a little turtle that goes in one of the drones.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is
Wait, the
technically
turtle's
inaccurate.
evil?
No, so usually in the Sonic games, the badniks are powered by animals. However,
that's like
this
batteries?
is inaccurate. Kind of, yeah. However,
That's
it's inaccurate
insane.
to Sonic Adventure 2 because GUN units are powered by power cores. So this is wrong. But yeah, that one's fine. I'm gonna go as like what I kind of was surprised to see. So next up is the Cyclone versus Metal Sonic Meso, which is 77002.
Oh,
I don't know the
okay.
price.
77002. Cyclone versus Metal Sonic. It has 290 pieces. Retails for $29.99.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Your favorite
This
Metal Sonic.
Yes. So when this was revealed, I messaged a lot of people saying I told you so that it would happen. I was not expecting them to actually make the Cyclone, which is a nice little mech.
Looks funny.
Is it
Yeah.
based on like from a specific
Yes.
game?
Pretty much all these sets are Sonic Adventure 2 themed in some
Okay.
capacity.
Is
So
the
in
vehicle accurate?
yes, it is equally as bulky and annoying as it is in the game, and clunky looking.
Nice.
I am not a huge fan of the feet construction. I don't know if it's easy to see, but it's barely holding on. It holds on one piece, but it does
One
fall
Technic
apart.
axle is
Yes,
connected.
and
That's it. There's nothing
and
else.
it's just these, and it barely sticks together because it's like a window
That's a
panel.
pretty good build with those bracket pieces on the sides. It
Yes.
just should have had more connections, you know?
Yeah. It can actually transform and roll, kind of in a way, which it does do in the game, which is cool because it has the two wheels
Transform and
there.
roll out.
It can actually roll
Does
out.
have the booster piece. It's very accurate. So like whoever designed this is a pretty either a fan or had the model in front of them constantly. Technically, it should transform into a plane. I'm not gonna fault them for not having that. However, I have a theory that they might do something where this combines with another set at some point because they did
That'd be
do that
cool.
last time. They had the Knuckles mech, which had the Master Emerald and nothing else, and then the Master Emerald Island was a separate set that you could combine with that. So I could see them easily doing that. However, the mech's cool and all, but it's not Metal Sonic, which is probably one of the most interesting minifigures that I've seen Lego make because it has the back neck port so that he can do his flying pose, which
Oh, what?
yeah, and he can do the funny.
Just
He's
like
flying.
just like Takanuba, man.
But it's so weird.
Really funny. That's really funny.
That looks so funny.
But yeah, he doesn't do a spin in the game. It's just weird that they even chose to make it. These are the flick fire things. I don't really want to launch them, but they're from the superhero waves, I think.
Superheroes. They're pretty cool though.
But it's a very solid minifigure. It has dual molded arms. The head mold is great. The torso mold is great, but the legs don't have side printing. So I think Shadow had the same issue. But past that was it $30, right, Meso?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a very solid set. Because, you get a very solid mech plane robot and one of the best minifigures Lego has made in a while. Not biased at all in that opinion.
It doesn't have a lot of filler, basically.
Yeah, it does not have any. It doesn't have like a campfire build or some side, launcher. It's just conflict in a box.
I like that though. It looks
Yeah,
really nice.
it's very good.
Why is Robot Sonic like a huge highlight for you then? Is it just like connected to like a childhood game or something, or is it? Just,
no, he's just my favorite character and design from the franchise.
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty biased then. I get it.
Extremely biased. However, he's really cool.
Yes, a lot of these sets seem like unusually good price to be licensed sets with like Sonics. With the Sonic set.
I could be wrong, but I think they also kept the color accurate. He's not the same color as Sonic. He's slightly a different tint of blue, which is how it should be.
Bruh.
Well, Lego has like way too many blues now. Like I remember.
Yeah, I could be wrong though. I'm not good at this, and my lighting is not the best.
I've ordered the wrong blue parts more than twice, so I wouldn't fault you.
I think it would have been really funny if they, instead of putting him on a minifigure body, they put him on like a Star Wars droid body because the design has like
that's how
limbs.
I think that's how they did it in the game, in the Lego Dimensions game, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
They put on like
I think it would have.
old school blue shifted like General Grievous body or something.
I think it was just a battle droid body. But,
Yeah.
you know, I like the minifigure thing that they did. Now I'm hoping that we get more villains from Sonic as minifigures, specifically Chaos, because a translucent minifigure would be very cool. But who knows?
What just like it would have to be like entirely transparent.
Yeah, he's like a
Mhm.
water creature.
So
With
I think
with
the
this
closest we'd probably get is like legs and the arms, similar to like the Nia figure at some point.
maybe, but the head could maybe. We'll see.
The
The
point
head
is
could
that
be
usually you
transparent,
can't
too.
have like two transparent Lego parts together a lot of the time because it like something with the plastic makes it that it sticks like way too much. Like that's why you
Yeah.
don't have like a transparent body with a transparent head, etc., etc.
I didn't know that.
There
Okay,
you go.
but this
Learn
one I
something
would
new every day
recommend.
for the last episode.
I mean, pretty much. Also, something nice about the Sonic Waves is there are no stickers, and that
Yes.
is easily a highlight of it. I don't know why they don't have stickers. I'm happy they don't have stickers, and that's how it should be. I hate stickers. But I highly recommend the set, just as a fun little thing to own on the side, and also for pretty solid minifigure selection of Tails and Metal.
Nice.
Mhm.
And I can do the next one, Meso, which is the
Yeah.
Biolizard.
Oh,
Oh
Biolizard.
yeah,
We love the Biolizard. Let's see. So that
the
one
real ultimate life form.
was bruh. All
Prototype
right,
to Ultimate
so
Life.
it's 77003 Super Shadow versus Biolizard, which has 419 pieces and retailed for $44.99. So it's pushing it, it's up there, But go ahead.
It's, so I'll start with my least favorite part. Launcher again. Who would have guessed? However, it comes with the yellow sphere instead to represent Super Shadow and Sonic. I'll go with the minifigures first because we've got a new minifigure in this wave. Well, another new minifigure, which was Super Shadow. Like that is terribly lit.
It is very bright.
I mean, Super Shadow is just
He's just
eye-searingly like
yeah.
He looks
He's
paler than Sonic.
banana
He's
yellow.
extremely He's extremely pale in color.
Wait.
Um,
Which is which here? That's
Sonic
Shadow
is
is
left, Shadow's right.
why is
yeah.
Shadow like vanilla? Like what's
I
going
don't
on?
know. I mean,
That's
it's
such a-
accurate to how he kind of looks in the game, and it's not that
Yeah.
pale in person. Actually, it looks like it's blending in with the white. Um,
Is
can
Shadow
barely
and
see the
Sonic
white in
head
there.
molds different?
Yes, Shadows goes up, and Sonic's go down. Well, not in super form, but they are different head molds
Oh, okay. Sorry.
as well. Shadows just reuses his regular head mold from his standard minifigure, which is fine because I mean it doesn't really change a lot. His quills still go up, highlights are still the same, so it's nice to see that minifigure be made
Will you get
because
both in one set?
you get both in one set. Yeah, because the last time we got a Supersonic, it was with a standard Shadow and the Egg Drillster, which I have sitting next to me, but that's separate. Which is nice. It's nice to see Lego at least kind of give something different each set and not just kind of recycle the same, 5 minifigures or 5 builds on the side. The only thing that kind of gets constantly reused is the animal friends, which is how they are in the game. I'm kind of hoping as the theme goes on, we get more and more weird and bizarre characters because there's, I'd say, the better part of 40 more characters they could do.
Oh boy.
And bad Nick designs for the robots. They have who knows how many, and they've done a new one each set. I think that I can think of because I have them all displayed on my shelf because they're kind of my favorite part. Which is a
How many
strength.
runs? How
What do you
many
mean?
runs have we had of Sonic so far? Like, has
I
it
think
been
it was-
3 years?
think 2.5 maybe.
2.5?
We might be entering 3, but we've had at least 3 or 4 waves.
It seems to be doing well.
Yeah. And each set has introduced some type of new character, whether it be a new minifigure, a new build character, or a new thing that people wanted.
Mhm.
However, the highlight of this set is the Biolizard, which is a pretty sizable creature for.
His back legs look like that.
This look, this looks
that's-
so odd.
It's
So that's what he
accurate
looks
to the
like.
game, I promise.
It's accurate to the
So-
game, but why?
The Biolizard is named the prototype to Ultimate Life, which is Shadow. He's the ultimate life form. This thing on the back is kind of just keeping him alive while he's eternally suffering because he couldn't stop growing. He's eternally in pain. He doesn't have back legs. He just has these nubs.
Okay.
And he's just extremely angry. But he's just a guy that kind of has to die.
That's unfortunate.
That's
Yeah.
very unfortunate.
Surprisingly
It's
dark.
very. It is one of the sadder parts because you just kind of feel bad for. It's just a lizard. Doesn't do anything wrong. Just a scientist took advantage of him and, kept him alive to continue.
What's going on with his mouth? He has like two like saber tooth teeth that like kind
Yeah,
of
that's
sticks
just
out.
his teeth. Yeah.
Okay. Are
you
they
can pose
angled
them
like
there.
that in the game as well? They're just kind
Yeah.
of like go outwards.
Just
Yeah.
funny lizard fangs.
I say.
Then
That it has
so in the
three
game,
eyes.
you no, it's two. That's just a life
Okay.
tube on it.
Okay.
You can angle his head, which is nice. You can do it exactly how it is in the game, which is strange. He's leftlings. I'll explain later what that is. But it is a nice just build to have. I wasn't expecting Lego to actually make one of the Sonic monsters like this in a while, but getting him pretty much 2.5 years in is crazy to me because they barely acknowledge it. Probably because it ties in with the newest game, the Shadow Generations game.
Nice.
Arms have posability, barely, but I mean he doesn't really need it.
Yeah, they're using the Mickey Mousey macaroni
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah, his feet move. I think that's a mixel joint. Same on the other side, and then the
Nubs.
the nub legs. The tail is fully posable. You
It
can move it
looks
up and
so
down.
odd, but I googled it, and it is
Wow.
actually very accurate.
Yeah,
so-
it's extremely accurate. That's what shocked me when I got
but
it. I was like,
it just looks so, like just the back and the front legs is so odd. Like to just have nubs.
yeah,
This guy's like a
it's
huge boss
exactly
fight
what it looks like.
in the game.
Yeah, he's the last two bosses of Sonic Adventure 2.
I see.
You fight him as this, and then he teleports and then starts hurling a space station towards Earth.
Did Leo's cam freeze for anyone else?
For me
Oh
too.
boy, 1 second. Can I restart it?
It was
Yeah,
fine
is
for
that
me.
gonna-
Yeah, you
It
can
didn't freeze
restart
for
it.
me.
All right, 1 second.
It didn't freeze for you?
No.
Nope.
Nor
better?
Meso.
Is it working?
It's
Yeah.
loading still for me.
Okay.
This look.
I can
for
see him
me.
just fine. He's
Likewise.
looking
Europe
down.
can't.
Okay,
Europe
now it's
can't.
good.
Europe is down.
Yeah, it might
All
be
right.
a Europe thing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
We're
the
back.
pond interfering
Does have
again.
the stud
No.
launchers on the sides, standard play features, but I mean that's kind of expected, but the fact that they're integrated that well into a build this size is impressive to me.
Yeah. 5 years ago, it would be flick fires, and they would not look very nice.
They would look terrible, yeah.
Yeah.
So the play feature of this is when you put them in the spear and the launcher, you can slam them onto the ribcage looking things here,
Oh man.
and it would fling out this. Oh, I dropped the emerald in there, and it would fall out. It's
That
not
is a
really how
pretty
you
cool
damage in the
feature,
game,
though.
but it is. Yeah, and it works pretty well. Like,
Oh well.
Yeah.
Is that like semi-accurate to like what you do?
I mean, in the game you would attack the top.
Oh,
but
okay.
That's really
Yeah.
it. I think it translates pretty well, and just as a set piece from Sonic Adventure 2, getting a final boss is stellar. And you said $50, right, Mesa? Or 45?
Yeah. 45, I believe.
45, and for what it is, I think it's a great pickup.
How many pieces?
419, so it's not a
Yeah.
good rate.
It's-
but
Yeah. You do get like
It's-
two like Super Saiyan like Sonic.
Yeah,
figures,
Supersonic
you know?
minifigures. You get a
Yeah.
launcher. You get a
'Cause
pretty
that
nice
seems
build.
like a thing they would split up into like multiple sets.
Yeah.
You know?
it
Usually
does.
they wouldn't. Yeah.
Infinity Gauntlet in one.
I mean,
set, you know?
I think
standard
because
Supersonic was in
just-
the $80 set last time.
yeah.
So that he's
Nice.
in a set with another new minifigure for 45. I think it's a pretty solid trade-off.
Yeah, I think because it's also like portraying boss fight final battle type stuff, I think it can get away with having like a really, really solid build and then being just slightly outside of typical price per part.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think that it's I think that's fair enough.
I mean, build wise, it was a very fun build, even with the macaroni pieces. I pretty much remember building all these sets in some capacity, and I had a blast. I hope we do get more stuff in this quality. I haven't built 3 of the sets I've bought recently, which were from last year. One was like a mech, one was a big drill.
Build them.
Yeah, but I bought them.
The Knuckles mech?
The Knuckles mech, the big drill, and then the Master Emerald Island. I'll build those eventually.
Fair enough.
But so far, I think of the IP gaming sets we have, I think Sonic is taking a heavy lead, but Fortnite will probably beat it out in the long run, just because the sheer amount of things they can do.
Sure.
But this has been, it's been a blast reviewing all these sets as they've come out in some capacity. It's kind of weird seeing something I wanted as a kid actually being made. So, yeah, I would recommend this and the Cyclone versus Metal. Maybe not the other campfire set, but
fair enough.
Yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about it.
Cool. Thank you. I'll take over and do my 3, and then we'll tag back into you. We have comments. Octobotomus, Lego making a depressed, constantly in pain lizard was not on my bingo card. And then Winterstorm Biolizard, the funny little lizard. Someone says, Winterstorm, I wonder if they would do a Neo Metal Sonic Overlord set.
They
a mess of a design to try to translate into Lego.
They could. Maybe Madness. I don't know. They're both terrible designs, but they probably
Zach,
will.
what Pokemon card was that? Show the rest of us. Show the rest of us your card. Ooh, I don't know what that is, but ooh.
Zygarde Perfected. That's what
Cool.
Oh, man.
Pretty nice.
Hey, I'll get a picture of what
Neo Metal Sonic Overlord. Yeah, I would like to see what.
Well,
that
it's
is.
No, this is Metal Overlord. It's
What? Neo Metal Lizard Overlord?
his main name is Metal Overlord. It's just an evolution of Metal Sonic.
Dude, I genuinely thought that you showed like a Knuckles Pokemon card there, Zach. That's what I thought it looked like from the little thumbnail in the corner, red and everything. I was just like, oh, he's got the Sonic card.
Oh, that does look pretty cool. Yeah.
This Charcadet is one of my recent favorite Pokemon.
Man, Sonic
Cute
is
little
wild.
guy. Sonic is wild.
Still a little guy.
I'm excited to sit down and watch GL play the Shadow campaign for Generations. I got that for Christmas, and I'm really excited to see where they go with all that.
Has she played the original Sonic that had the Shadow game? The one on PS2?
Maybe.
The one with the pump action MP5?
I think she's at least watched a playthrough or something, but I don't know if she's played it herself.
All right, it's my time to shine.
It's Meso turn.
Let's see. I lost. Wait, no, I found it. Never mind. I gotta do the webcam app.
What are you doing?
I'm changing my phone. My camera to my phone. There we go. Switch. Okay. So.
I forgot that came out.
Whiplash.
So, first of all, wait, I should have pulled up the set number first. Somebody help me. Pull up the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Goodness.
Please.
I got you.
I'm going to be reviewing the night.
21351, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I beat me by 2 seconds.
Thank you. But what's the
200
piece count?
$200, and where is the piece count? 2,193 pieces.
Nice. I got an ad for Temu that I can't close.
But we can see
All right,
the
well,
set still.
we can see it. It's
Okay,
fine.
I got it. Okay, cool. So, this set is probably one of my most hyped 4 sets of all time. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a Nightmare Before Christmas shill. I talk about it all the time. My main OC Messinac is just Jack Skellington with extra steps,
Dang.
black and white, skeleton man, he's great. I love Nightmare Before Christmas a lot. Always have, always will. One of my favorite movies of all time. So knowing this was finally going to get turned into a Lego set was a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I wasn't sure necessarily how to feel about it at first. There was some points of controversy, namely this house, because if you compare it to how it looks in the movie, it's quite right. It's definitely changed a pretty good bit, but with the benefit of time and owning it, I've come around and I love it. I think it looks very cool. This is kind of the main center structure with the rickety tilings on the roof and the chimney which you can move around, if you might want to. I just like it a lot. Now I will say, normally when I'm building Lego and I think a set is missing pieces, usually it just means I've dropped a piece. But this set was unequivocally missing a piece. It was missing one of the steps.
Oh.
So at some point I'm gonna have to get that ordered a replacement. But I just thought that was worth pointing out. That basically never happened. But I'm confident it wasn't user error. I looked for hours. I combed my floor. I looked in the trash where I'd thrown away plastic bags. It just wasn't there. But yeah, this set's basically, it's made of 3 structures that are connected by I can't really show, but they kind of clip on to each other. Not modular style. Let me see if I can just take it apart. I do want to show it.
Is it just by clips?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
One
that's
of
what they like
those
doing a lot these days.
So it's a very loose kind of connection, but it does work, and it clicks into place pretty nicely. And I am a fan of it. So central
Also nice to
structure,
stand for it.
Jack's house, pretty neat. It has this kind of walkway and the gates that will open and close, which I quite like. It's very atmospheric. You've got pumpkins growing everywhere, as you would expect. The staircase, which looks really funny, missing a piece, but otherwise looks great. And then you can slide the roof off, so you can actually look inside, see what's up. And you've got Christmas stuff! You've got wreaths! You've got more wreaths! It just
awesome.
The Christmas spirit is in full effect.
I can't believe they made an entire Kingdom Hearts level into a Lego set, dude. It's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
It do be like that. Imagine one day we get Lego Kingdom Hearts.
I would lose it.
It'll
would
happen.
Lose my mind.
You just need to make a Sora figure right now. We do have
Yeah.
Donald and Goofy already. We're pretty close.
Make
Just get
Sora
that
and
Exo Force
construction.
hair.
Injection Sora, yes.
Yeah.
The same design. So you have this tree, which looks pretty silly and not that great.
It's super cute though. That is like the
Aw.
cutest little Lego Christmas tree I've
It
ever
is
seen.
it is canonical to how the tree was. It was very shoddily put together, but very, very cute.
Yeah.
Then you move up into the room and you have the Christmas equations. Trying to figure out the meaning of Christmas. Classic meme. You've got all the different tools with the magnifying glass, the telescope, the portrait of Jack as Santa. All the artifacts from the movie are pretty much here, which is really nice to see. As he's locked up in his room trying to figure out the meaning of Christmas. I vibe, very cool. Random skull, can never go wrong with a random skull. Life is good. So central structure, I'm a fan. Then you have the secondary structure, which is, I think, the town hall. I'm a fake fan. I forget what exactly this building is. I'm pretty sure it is the town hall, because they have like the days to Xmas counter, and like the mayor's outside, and it's where they all gather when they're like singing the song. So pretty sure that's what it is. So you've got this fountain of goo. I think this is where, like, in the movie, it doesn't like Jack jump in here and then he rises out in the intro song. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And then you've got the mayor, who is a great figure. Obviously, he's brick built, and I think they did him very well, pretty much as good as they could, because he's the double-faced guy that you can like spin around. So he's like both happy and sad, and he has the megaphone and the searchlights, and yeah, I love him. And one of his feet came off. That's no good. There we go.
Good job, Meso.
You've got a tree. It's cool. It's a tree. I'll talk about these guys in a minute. This thing has like a little bit of articulation, even though I don't really want to mess with it too much. Like you can move the head up and down. You can move the horns, both sets, the back spikes. It has like the arms. So, you know, little bit of something. And then you can kind of move it at the base as well, because it's attached via a mixel joint. So that's neat.
Yeah.
This building, I'm gonna be real, not the biggest fan. I think for the entire set, this is probably my least favorite part. Not because it looks bad, it looks perfectly fine. But because of one thing that really bugs me that I don't think will bug anyone else, but it really bugs me. And that is these things. These pillars, they are not fixed. They can move, and they're very easily accidentally moved. And so I'm constantly fidgeting with them, trying to get them like evenly spaced on either side. And it's very difficult, number one, to get them looking how I want them to look, and then to keep them looking that way. And it just annoys me a lot.
Is the Technic piece that holds those like tiles up the top there, like those? There's like one little Technic piece inside there. Are those like loose, or are they like with friction?
I think they are. They have some friction. You mean like this front bit not spinning?
Yeah,
right?
that front bit, because like they recently have
least.
that little like that Technic piece that has like a stud on it. They recently made one that has like friction a couple years ago. So
Yes,
I was wondering
I believe
they
are using it. Yeah, that part is fine.
That part's fine, but yeah.
If it wasn't like that, it would be 10 times worse. So it's more just about the spacing for the individual pillars. I keep constantly having to readjust it. And
that would bother me as well, too. Honestly, this is one of those like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
the
think
unfortunate nature of Lego has to be in strict angles, and those can't be put into strict angles, or they will look wrong.
Well, there you go. The same thing can happen with the roof coming off to reveal like random Christmas stuff. There's like, you know, a stocking. There's another wreath. There's gifts. I don't know what the red and white thing is. Is that supposed to be like a cake? Or like
it's probably
present
gift,
box,
right?
It looks like a present.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a present box.
Yeah, and then spiders, because of course, and then more skulls. So they got a lot of fun like Easter eggs in there. Flip it around to the back, and you can see kind of like the town meeting podium. I think is what this is, where everyone like Jack would like get up here and talk to everybody about stuff. So, you know, and then down here, there's like a bowl and another spider. So, there's a good amount of stuff hidden in there.
pretty spooky.
Very spooky. Favorite part, favorite structure is the moon. This is iconic. When I think Nightmare Before Christmas, this is what I think. Why isn't it? It's not wanting to focus.
Nerd.
Do you
whatever.
like the Lego
It is.
piece that's just one big flat circle?
I
cloth
do.
piece?
I was actually terrified when this set was announced that they wouldn't have the moon. And I don't know why, I was just paranoid that they would just have the tree, but not the moon, and it would look completely wrong. And then I was worried they were going to make it like brick build, where the colors wouldn't be quite right and stuff wouldn't line up quite right. This was the best solution they could have done. If this was the set by itself for like $50, I'd probably have bought it and be happy with it. The rest of the stuff is just gravy. This was kind of the thing they needed to nail. You know, they have like Zero, they've got the tombstones, they've got pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns. The architecture of this is pretty perfectly done. The minifigures, I'll talk about them in a minute, but I like them a lot. So all in all, set itself, cool. I love it a lot. I know some people wanted it to maybe be a bigger central structure instead of 3 stretched out smaller ones, but for the sense of scale this is trying to go for, essentially being 3 different mini set pieces, I think it works great. And I would not have necessarily preferred anything else. So let me talk about the figures.
I didn't know that Lego made an actual official candy cane.
Yeah, it's great.
Was that not a thing before?
I don't know. I don't know about it. Like outside of the set at all.
If it has existed,
Probably
I've
the
never had
Christmas
it before.
Sets.
So there's this walking bathtub. It's pretty much exactly what you would expect. It looks exactly how you'd expect. It does the job. Moving on. Minifigures. Here's the thing, right? I will say the minifigures in this set are a disappointment. I think they are a big disappointment. In basically every front except him, who I think is good.
I was about to
but
say.
in terms of like who is included, who isn't included, and then how the minifigures are represented. The 3 kids, I think, are very simplistic. They're very kind of bland figures, and they're missing a lot of what makes them have character in the movie, which is their masks. They elected to not give them their masks and just give them their faces, and it makes them look not quite right how you would expect them to look.
Did you expect them to have the masks though?
Probably I shouldn't have, considering one of them's literally like the devil.
Yeah. So it's like I feel like that's the thing here was just like you'd either have 2 of them with just masks or like none of them. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah, this is probably the best thing they could have done. The guy on the right, whose name I forget, looks good. I know it's Lock, Shock, and Barrel. I just don't know which one's which.
It looks like Jared Leto Joker.
I'm the Joker.
Yeah, it looks like Jared Leto Joker.
Yeah, I was just waiting for someone to say.
He's great. I love him. But like, and I mean, she's okay. But like, I don't like this guy. Not a fan. And I don't know.
The lack of printing on them is very bizarre.
Yeah.
I know that they're wearing like pretty standard clothing in the movie, but
it looks bad though. It just looks bad.
Yeah,
it looks odd when you compare to some. Yeah, because you like with licensed sets, if they want detail, they'll find detail. Like just look at like Luke from Episode 4 in Star Wars, just how much more detailed he gets over the years, and how many more wrinkles he gets in his face. So like, it does look a little bit odd to there just be completely no printing. On.
I also think that since they showed they could do, for example, the mayor really well in a brick-built form, it feels really weird to have the other characters translated as just one-to-one child minifigures, when the whole point of the movie's art direction is to have these jarring and abstract body proportions. And the kids are no exception to this, because, you know, the red one is like tall and thin, and
the red one?
The red one. The kid with the green hair is like short and squat, but they all look the same in uniform together, so they're basically unrecognizable demon children in this iteration without their masks or anything else to delineate them. So I think they should have been brick built, personally.
I agree. Now, moving on, Santa is fine, but I have no real complaints about him. It's just more of an issue of like he is by far the least interesting one here. And I feel like there were other characters that should have been included over him, namely Oogie Boogie. So the fact that we got Santa is like waste of
I would have
slot.
loved Oogie Boogie, but I feel like that you're very much stretching a budget here.
Probably
At that point, yeah,
He
because
would have
then
probably
like
ended up being brick built though.
I don't. Would it
maybe.
though?
He's not that
He's
small.
pretty big.
It's
Yeah.
pretty big.
They could have done like an Eggman style.
Yeah.
Like,
I also like the Lego
Honestly,
idea.
yeah.
Man.
If they did brick build, that wouldn't be too unrealistic.
I
was
do
just
think
only
Santa
thinking
should
of like
have
a new
been.
mold.
I think Santa should have also kind of been brick built. I remember him being a lot larger.
He is.
Not just,
Oh yeah, he is
so
huge.
I give him the Eggman body too. Like,
What's
just
wrong with
make
her
him-
though? Because there's a CMF version of her as well. That
Yeah, that's the issue. The issue is the CMF version. It's very much the classic CMF issue where they release a version that's really really good and then they release a new version that's just really bad. And I regret to say that I don't own the CMF version, so I'll just say look it up for yourself. But
I
those of
have
us
it
who
right
are-
in front of me.
those of us who are in the patron chat, I'm gonna do like a comparison just to see. The problem, in my opinion, is very much just how the printing is done. The dual molded legs from the CMF, for starters. This Sally has really weird color distribution on her lower legs. My camera's not wanting to focus. There we go. It just kind of cuts off abruptly, and it looks really lame. I am not a fan at all. The issue is that the color of that is different than the color on her head and her arms, even though it's supposed to be the same, but because it's printed differently, it doesn't do the job that well.
Yeah, I
Thank
took
you,
pictures
X.
of the and I can see what you mean when I look at it from the other angles. There, you see like
those are really good.
yeah, the dual mold is really doing a lot of heavy lifting on this old figure, but like the new one just doesn't have dual molding at all. It's just print.
No, it's also like on the arms as well. Like it lacks the stitched texture of the CMF, which is not a huge deal, but I mean it's just an objective downgrade. Also, the hair on the CMF, I think, is more accurate to actual Sally, and the new hair is not. So I'm, I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but it's just kind of a downgrade, and I feel like you can expect that from CMFs. It's not the first time that's happened. I think it was a similar thing with like Wolverine, if I remember correctly.
I think so.
But still, just a bummer. That's basically it.
She doesn't have any arm printing too, right?
Those are dual molded.
Yeah, they're dual molded, but no, it lacks. It lacks the
because the
texture.
CMF seems to have it to have arm printing. So that's it's weird that they wouldn't just kind of reprint it, but
CMF gets the money. That's what it is. However, the man in question, Jack, I do think is an upgrade because he's got the woody legs.
He did woody it up.
He woodied it up, and it works well because he needs it. You know, it helps a lot with his.
Like the one
his
character
profile.
that makes sense, you know, because it looks odd on because the one figure that I have that is like this is the Lego Avatar. I have one of those, and they look a little bit odd, but you know.
Yeah,
I thought it fit for them, but
Yeah, it
also
just looks odd
generally the figures with longer legs just kind of look weird.
right. So I mean, I have no complaints. Jack's great. He was the one they needed to get right. They got him right. I love it. So overall, Sally's bad. The kids are bad. Santa's fine, but doesn't need to be here. Jack is good. Wish there was Oogie Boogie. Mayor's good, but he's not a minifigure, so it doesn't count.
But overall, you would recommend.
thank you, Meso, for zooming in on him.
Is
Is his head on a swivel or is it? No, it's
it's
being
on a swivel. Yeah.
Oh, That would have been okay.
So
That may be
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
easy to add a swivel piece for that.
also
Yeah.
0, 10 out of 10. Incredible design. So that's that. I would recommend it. I think like if you're a Nightmare Before Christmas fan, it's just kind of a no-brainer. It's like a must-get, flaws and all. It was like the set I've been most hyped about for years, and even though there were some disappointments, the experience in general did not disappoint. There you go. There's my review.
Yeah.
I need to like shove it to the side so I can talk about the next one, and then I'll clean up my area and bring the 2 in the background over when Leah talks about his. So next up is, let's see, Cole's Titan Dragon Mech 71821, which retailed for $100 and has some amount of pieces. I don't know how many pieces it has. But I mean, we've already done a review on it, so go watch Sakota's review. Genuinely, I'm not going to talk too long about this one because a review already exists that is much better than me showing this on my phone. Can really.
It's
It has
1055. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it.
Cool, thank you. So I did a little thing. I like modded mine because I took Cole's like 2 swords and I put them on like the big sword. So it's like just
But there are clips for them on the wings.
Oh really? Well, I like how this looks. It's like it's radiating with energy.
Okay.
Nice.
But where are the clips? Educate me.
On the wings, if you move
Let's
the
see.
wings, like fold them to the back. There's a clip.
Well, there you go.
Lego
Thank you.
tutorials
See?
with Sakota.
This is why you just go watch Sakota's review. I mean, here's the thing. Sakota's review inspired me to ask for this set because I knew that I just had to own it.
You also you have the like the torso upside down, like.
Oh my goodness!
Wait,
front
what?
where
It's built
the
wrong?
yeah the
Oh my
exhaust thing is.
Oh no!
I'm an embarrassment. This whole construction's upside down. Huh?
Yeah, I see.
Meso.
Yeah. Messed up.
Oh no.
That's messed up.
Well, there you go.
Meso.
Comical. I'm not gonna fix it.
No, do that off stream.
Yeah,
We're
then
just
I'll-
showing-
He's
we're just
already
showing-
embarrassed live.
We're
I would
showing
just give up.
examples, but it still looks really good though, even if you built it wrong. There's not a lot of sets you can say that about.
Here's the thing. I feel this set is basically a must-own if you are a fan of construction or mechs of any sort. Sakota described it very well in his review. It's like a culmination of their prior efforts. This feels like everything that people have kind of been complaining about with mechs circa like 5 years ago, and then every advancement that's been made in terms of mech design since. This thing has a absolutely ridiculous amount of articulation. The poses that this thing can get into, the way you can rotate the arms, you
And
can
be
like
stable.
yeah, it's just completely stable. It can hold like more or less any pose. It looks cool while doing it. It has a giant sword. Like it has wings. It's incredibly tall. It's basically perfect. I really don't even have much to really even say. I more just want to echo the chorus. I want to remind anyone, if anybody in the audience hasn't bought this yet, don't skip it. You mustn't skip it. This is a must buy. I do believe it is the greatest Ninjago mech ever. And as a Bionicle fan, it was just really fun being able to build something of this scale that can actually hold a pose. This is not a display model. This is a straight up like action figure. And that's fun to say.
I mean, Neek did say it's more intended as like a display piece.
Well,
I
yeah.
feel like if you like start battles and stuff, there might be some stuff that falls off.
I don't feel there is a mech other than this that I've been able to pose with as much.
Yeah,
like,
it's super posable.
like here. I'm putting my camera down.
Nice arrow keys.
Guys, he's putting his camera down.
Oh yeah,
At least his keyboard is clean.
arrow keys moment.
Helldiver's neuron activation.
Do people not clean their keyboards, Leah?
Mm-hmm.
Cringe.
There's this guide called Asmongold.
Oh, I don't watch
Yeah.
Asmongold.
Oh, we're gonna stop there.
Me
then, no
neither.
worries.
But yeah, overall, I just love this stuff. It is a bit tricky sometimes to like finagle everything, especially with how the armor on the upper legs is positioned.
I
But
will
like,
say one thing
it
about
can
it.
move. Yeah, go ahead.
I will say that is that like it is very impressive and it's very huge and it is like very poseable and all those things, but there is a certain point where size breaks into like practicality. Because it's like, I don't know, are you even able to handle that thing well if like an 8-year-old gets that? Because like you said,
Probably
it feels
not.
like more of
I
a display
think-
piece more than anything.
I mean, this is Ninjago set aimed at a bit of an older audience. It's a 12 plus set. So I don't think it's made for the 8-year-old who wants to like bash their
No,
mechs
but you
together.
get the but you
Yeah.
get the idea of where it's just like it's so big that like it feels more that it's made to like be a display piece because like
Sure.
even as like an adult like just having that thing go around, it's like 1,000 pieces like mech like that. That's pretty heavy.
I don't
Well,
mean to
look
say
at
that
that.
I'm gonna like beat other sets up with it. You know, that's not really what I'm getting at.
But
No,
you should
no,
do,
that's
is
not what I'm
saying.
saying either.
I'm just more saying like I've bought other mechs, even ones that are lauded as being really good, like Zane's Titan mech from Legacy, which was really good, and it did have posability, but I could still only get it in like 1 or 2 poses, you know, just because of how the legs were made. But it's advanced to such a degree to where you can stand this thing on one leg and it will pretty much hold its weight.
Yeah.
You know, like this is it's a masterpiece in that aspect. But you're right to say that ultimately it is meant for display. But you can display it so many different ways. It's just cool. Buy it. That's really all I gotta say.
It's very
Everyone
cool.
in this
That's
call,
also
AJ,
very cool.
you buy
cool
it too, AJ. Buy it.
Oh man.
The
Oh, man.
sliding, the
Never.
knee construction is
Why
so
not?
impressive.
You
The
know.
way
Yeah.
like the kneecap slides and so satisfying to.
I've seen the building instructions of that thing just to see how it works. You know, it's a great send off from the designer Neek as well.
So true.
If any of you have built a like a Gundam model kit, that knee construction is very reminiscent of how they articulate the knees in those.
It's a
Very
Lego
cool.
Gundam.
No, I love it. It was such an enjoyable experience.
Very anime. Most anime powered Lego set ever made, perhaps.
All right, well, I sat it down and one of the wings fell off, but that's okay.
Good job, Meso.
Those
I'll
are
do it
just the
later.
wings, though.
I'm gonna move from that into one that isn't nearly as cool, but I still feel I'm its strongest soldier on the internet.
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
are.
Da 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 da. Do.
Are you trying to do the Terminator? Like,
Oh, it immediately broke.
Oh my god.
Also, no, I've never seen Terminator.
Yeah, he hasn't seen a lot of movies.
Name a movie, and I haven't seen it.
Bionicle.
Okay, I have seen
One.
that.
It doesn't count.
It's a cool figure, but like I don't like statues. I like posable figures. I know you can like do a little bit this and that, but like
Yeah,
it's
it
mostly like
is a
it's
posable
mostly
figure.
a thing on a stand, you know?
Look, it's a posable figure.
No, it's a statue.
Man, I
Okay.
sure do love the Anato Mini.
So yeah, it's just a straight up like repurposed like concept,
Yeah.
and that's kind of messed up. So here's the
I
thing
mean,
about this set: no minifigs. It's just this. Here's the
Just
thing
this
about this set: I really like it, and I'm gonna explain why. But I do hate something about it. Viscerally, pain like extremely, and it's these weapons. And it's also how these weapons are attached, because the wrists are done on like these clips, so they can go out, and it does not remotely hold the weight of these weapons. you'll try to pose it in any kind of a way, and the wrists will just pop off because they're not really that stable. I try to do like anything with them, and like the gun just like flops. It just flops all around. It can't hold anything. So yeah, it's just on a clip. You can't even like rotate it outward like you could if it was on a ball joint. And the weapons are heavy, so they're just kind of like, I mean, you see what's happening, and then the hand just popped off when I was trying to adjust it. So
it's a good display piece. Don't sneeze on it; it'll fall apart.
Basically, or do what I did until today: take the weapons off and throw them in the trash, and just display it without them.
Please don't throw Lego in the trash. Keep the Peace does not condone Meso's statements regarding
It's a
throwing out
paintball
Lego
launcher,
pieces.
and I don't remember how much the pickaxe is worth in the game, but
so they're the actual weapons.
Well, the paintball launcher is only in a few games. It's not really like a usable weapon. I think that was just a pickaxe you can buy. I think.
Yeah, you're the Fortnite expert here. I've played Fortnite once, and I've played Lego Fortnite twice. So I literally only got this because skeleton.
Yeah, I had a feeling those are reasons.
I feel like there's a reason why they have to use like the paintball gun thing, though. That makes sense,
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I would have liked if it was just standard Peely. I'm not a huge fan of bone Peely. But
is that an actual skin where he's just like half of him is like bony?
It was.
Oh, okay.
It was released during one of the Halloween events. I don't remember which one.
So
I see.
The weapons themselves are really cool. It's like a banana hammer, or pickaxe, right? And then I mean the design of this is really cool. It's like a paintball launcher.
Looks like a Nerf gun.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of does, yeah. So like I can't really complain about the builds. I just really don't like using them because of the hands. I think it's infinitely cooler to just display it like this, where you can actually see the design. Instead of it being obscured by the gigantic weapons. So obviously this is a split set. It's very, I mean, like Leo said, there was a set that was it an idea set, the Anatomy?
Yes, and it
got rejected.
2 reviews. Yeah.
Why did it get? Did they ever? I guess they didn't give a reason why it got rejected.
I don't remember the reason. It's been a long time.
But whatever the reason was, it's pretty funny now because LOL. So the mouth can like open partially if you would ever want to. And the rib cage is individually like on hinges, which is very annoying when you're trying to get it into like the proper placement. But once you do, it looks really nice.
It looks very nice. Yeah.
So we'll start with banana side. I am a fan of how this looks. I think it looks funny. I think it looks.
You're a banana of the banana.
I am. Has anybody bought 2 of these and just made like regular Peely? Anyway.
You'll just get a skeleton guy.
You wouldn't be able to do the face, but the rest of it, you could probably, MacGyver that together.
The arms are pretty lame. They have like no posability except like the hinge jointed wrists, which I don't like. They can rotate, and the shoulder armor moves like so, but that's really about it. There's no movement on the elbows.
Toe of Plastic said it was a stability issue for the Anatomy.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I could see that.
Fair enough. I do really like the design of the leg and how it's like resting on this rock. It just looks nice to me. And then the backpack is like a jetpack.
No, that's a backpack.
Okay. It looks funny.
Backpack with banana pieces on it. Those are like from Donkey Kong Super Mario set thing.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I think those are from the Donkey Kong sets. Yeah.
Well, it looks cool and fun, and I am a fan. And then the skeleton side, which is obviously the side I really wanted, looks nice. I mean, what do you want me to say? It looks cool. I dig it. The funniest part of the entire set is the Lego intestines, which is probably the only time I'm ever gonna be able to say that phrase.
Yeah, it's accurate to what it looks like, kind of. Which is
it's a really cool build. Like
they did them quite well.
Yeah.
I have no complaints. It's gross. It's spooky. It's intestine-y.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that they did the spine. That's cool.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little link.
Yeah, it's a little wobbly.
There we go. So there's a lot of attention to detail here.
Definitely has a
for-
very, very cool details.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be everyone's cup of tea if you don't like statues. Like X said, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not going to be for you if you don't like Fortnite. It's not really going to be for you if you don't like bananas. It's not going to be for you, But if you don't fall into all three of those camps at the same time, there might be something here to appreciate. Now I totally forgot to get piece count info. I'm gonna do that. Unless one of you
It definitely has more than 3 pieces.
Does.
It's 1,414 pieces.
Okay, for $100.
$99.99.
That
That's
thing
really
has
good.
Really good.
thing has like 50% more parts than the mech that you showed earlier, which is pretty funny.
That is true. So I don't know. I just got this as like a novelty. I have no strong investment in Lego Fortnite or the Fortnite IP, but I don't regret it. I think Mary hates this thing though. She doesn't want it to enter our household when we move in together.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah,
I'm
she
sending
says,
you the burger, Meso. I'm gonna buy one and send it
she
to you.
says disgusting. So there you go. Not a fan of peely
Fine.
bone, but I am. So that is it. I like it. Cool. Now I will pass it back
Epic.
to Leo while I clean my set up off and go bring the other sets that are behind me into center
Okay.
focus. Or maybe I should I could just leave them there, but then my audio would sound bad. Yeah, I'll bring them over.
Okay. So now I'll do my last 2 sets. Give me one moment while I get the info. First is set number 77050, Nook's Cranny and Rosie's house.
What?
The issue is I don't really know how to present these because it's 2 buildings.
Oh, you got Animal Crossing sets?
Yeah, just
Yes.
one.
Just one? Oh.
So
you
this
played
one's
Animal
70.
Crossing?
Yes, I own all of them now. Yeah.
Nice, like the Infinity Stones.
Yeah. Anyway, this is $75 for 535 pieces, and it's 2 buildings, 3 side panels, and 2 minifigures. So I'll start with Nook's Cranny first because I think that's the better build. That's also kind of bias. The game Nook's Cranny is the shop. It's pretty much in each Animal Crossing game, which is nice. Don't really know if I can show it. It has an exterior that's pretty solid, and then an interior which is the top portion, right? Which is cool. Don't really understand something like this. Signpost is supposed to be standing up. I thought it was supposed to lean, but instructions said to stand it. This is openable, but it's not on a hinge, so you just kind of pull off the top and put stuff inside because that's a cell
Is it
box.
just the trash? Oh, it's a cell box.
No, it's a cell box that you would
Of
access
course.
when the
Of course, it's the cell box.
yeah, exactly. It's
Animal
only
Crossing.
it's mainly used when the shop is closed in the game. The way the set was set up is 2 instruction manuals, one for the house and then one for the shop, and you could split up the bags because they were different numbers. I think it was 1 through 4
So you
was
can
the
build
disc.
together. Yay!
Yes. So I did the house first, and then this. This one was really fun. It's a good use of those Mario plate pieces. I think they were on the Mario sets when they were introduced.
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, those like little like terrain pieces thing with
Yeah,
the
and
top
the
corners on
bottom
them.
of the house, the brown piece is one huge panel, which
I see.
was weird, but I was kind of impressed at how it was, filled out and made. I'm shocked that pretty much, I think everything was printed. Once again,
Nice.
very nice.
Prints on the figures look really nice as well. Like the minifigures look
Yes.
like appropriately like quote unquote animated, you know?
Let me before where did I put the manuals? Give me a second. Something about the manuals was very funny to me. Oh, here they are. So I was not expecting. First thing to do when I open the manual is a giant printed face of Tom Nook.
The Nook jump scare,
Wow.
dude. No
Yeah.
That's
way.
hilarious.
Oh,
So
that's
when I
so
saw
great.
that,
Yeah.
it
And
was
I can see what
great.
you mean about that huge like plate that's on the left.
Yeah,
there.
it's yeah.
It's raised in a couple
Wow.
places. Like
Yes,
the
so
top?
you can slot the panel pieces in and
Ah,
build
okay,
around
yeah.
it. So
I think
it makes sense.
yeah, it makes
makes
sense to
sense
use
for what it
panel
is.
pieces because like when looking at like the game, because I've had like a lot of times like watch him play,
Yeah.
like the little terrains and stuff look appropriately like quote unquote Nintendo because like you can kind
Yeah.
of like terraform in the game as well. So it's
Yes.
just like those little platforms and stuff makes sense.
I do think the Tom Nook.
There he
Oh, I dropped
is.
him.
Oh, he's gone.
I
They
do
got him.
like these
They
minifigures a
got him.
lot. They're on the mid legs that can bend. His tail's not printed, which is strange, but it's soft plastic,
How
which is fine.
is it like connected with the like legs and torso place? Like the tail?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, just like the
between
rocket
the
raccoon and stuff.
yeah,
Okay.
might be the same piece, but very nice. It does. They all have an accessory port on their head that you can put like a hat in, which the set does include. I don't know where I put them though, but I think this is a very good interpretation of the game's shop. I think we got more this year, the other shops, which is cool. I'll probably pick more up, but I like this build. What I was shocked by was the house build, which was Rosie, which is one of the villagers in the game. Same thing as Tom Nook. Let me see if I can get the page.
Also jump
Giant
scare.
picture. Yeah.
Hey,
This
how
one's
you
significantly
doing?
scarier. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Looks out of the way.
I like
Okay.
they seem like appropriate in that like they kind of have like the dollhouse build, but they seem to like have a
Yes.
balance where because like you kind of want both with like how Animal Crossing works, where it's just like you
Yeah.
want it to look like a house.
So the
So,
entire all these pretty much you can fit all these what are they called? Furniture
furniture.
pieces. Yeah, you can rearrange them and they fit pretty well. Like that's kind of what I think they give you like 4 ways to set it up in the manual, which is nice because that way you don't have to have
Very
the
on
one.
theme with the game.
Yes, very on theme. And honestly, I'm pretty surprised that size and space that it actually has. I think Animal Crossing did have toys like this back whenever the game first came out on the GameCube. So it was cool to actually see it kind of come back. Let me see. Okay, I do have these window pieces that you can swap out. Same thing with in the game, you can swap out the windows and doors. Did not come with an alternate door, but it did come with alternate windows. Just snap them out
That
of
is
place.
very, very rare. Like there's sometimes they
Yeah.
like have like maybe like different like a minifigure head or something, but like on the
Yes.
actual like construction, that's
Yeah.
super rare. The only thing
So
I can
you can
think of is like the Starfighter where they had like the different
yeah.
like stripes on the wings or something.
But yeah, it's surprisingly enough that they did include these window pieces you could swap out. I think a lot of the sets do have that. This is a mailbox. I do think that's kind of the most bland build out of the entire thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's the Gonk droid.
It looks like it's just a Gonk droid, and it
That's
comes with
all
a
I
letter.
see when I see that piece, man. That's all I see. I
Yeah,
just see the Gonk droid, dude.
it's
It is
even the same
functional though.
color. Gray. It is
Yeah,
functional.
right.
It's fine, but
Yeah.
it's
Because
nice.
like some of these like Animal Crossing systems seem like really really like pricey. I don't know from the top of my head, but like some of them don't have like the best price to part ratios.
They are. I don't think this is worth $75.
Oh, like that set with those two buildings is
these two
75.
75. Yes.
Man, how many parts?
535.
Oh yeah, that's heavy license tax there, but it is a Nintendo license there. I'll
So the
say
I was
that.
entire
say that's a
point of
certified
these
Nintendo moment.
Yeah.
is you just kind of snap them into place.
Yeah, just like the Super Mario thing. Yeah, because like the
Yeah,
one Super Mario set I have is like the one with Yoshi on it, which has like a couple of those
yeah,
like plates on
but
it.
I think
They
it's
still get
fine.
like a lot of detail, and it's still like an actual like house, with
Yeah,
interior.
I think that's nice. I know a lot of these sets are hitting clearance. I bought
yeah.
2 1 clearance recently. The smaller ones because they are way too pricey for what they are, in my opinion, and I'm hoping that they lower the prices more to be more accessible.
Unlikely.
We shall
Unlikely.
see.
At some point, I'm kind of hoping they do a minifigure wave, like the CMFs. I think these would benefit extremely well because there's over, I think, 130 villagers in
That's crazy.
franchise.
How are there so
Yeah.
many villagers?
There's
whole
they
franchise.
add. It's a franchise and they add more every game, and I don't think they remove any, as far as I know.
Because that's like the entire point of the game. Meso is like getting your island with
Yeah,
like all
get
the
your
neighbors you
ideal.
want, and everything.
Yeah, get your ideal 10 villagers and
Yeah.
be happy.
That's
Make sure they synergize and don't fight each other.
For me, the entire point of the game was listening to Zach's advice about an item duplication glitch and then losing
Oh,
the
you're
will to play.
hilarious.
The entire point of the game,
Congratulations, you
Meso,
have no
is fishing.
self-control.
Yeah.
Meso, Animal Crossing, like genuinely non-ironically, the end game is the friend game.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So a little nice aspect of this is the fruit tree. You know, you can pull the fruit off.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, just like
nice.
the game.
Yeah,
Like you have
and if
animals
you
and
open
friends,
it
my
does have
cat's
sticks in
saying
it, like in the
hi.
game.
Oh,
Aw,
That's
Faith.
cool.
that is pretty cool. I like it when they add like a
Okay.
bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you rattle it and you can make it come up. I do think they have nice touches to this set.
Yeah, it
I
feels
just don't think
surprising,
it's
but
worth.
like if you are a diehard Animal Crossing Lego fan,
Yeah.
you'll probably be really happy if you ever got any of these as like a present.
I agree, and I hope to see more things from. There's some of the other sets, the smaller ones are a little nicer, but for what this is, I think it's nice. I might pick up the town hall next because I like that building. $75, pushing it. If this was 50, I think it'd be fine. Because that would, yeah. I think I'm done with this set because I don't know how to talk about 50 panels. It includes a bike, but
Woo!
you know,
Got a bike. You need a
That's
bike?
something.
You got one. There you go.
yeah, it's a lot of random things that kind of work and also don't in its favor, but
A lot
you know,
of filler. But then
a
again,
lot of
like,
a
that
lot
is
of
not
these
the point.
sets kind of just benefit from the fact that like I really want that villager or I really want Tom Nook. I need to go buy this set. And then you buy the set and now what do you do? So
Good
next
question, man.
yeah. kind of just
That's what I
stop with
wonder
it.
about every day, man. I wake up, what I do when I bought the set, you know?
What I do.
What I
So
do.
last set that I have is 76997 Tales Adventure Boat. $55, I'm sorry, for 393 pieces. Ouch.
Yeah.
That is not a good price.
55 for
Mm.
390.
Yeah.
I see.
So initially, when I first saw pictures of this set, I thought it was a big molded
What?
piece. It's not.
Wait, the launcher's in the boat?
Yes, I do think that aspect. So I'll get to that. I'll start with the smaller piece of the set, which is Sonic in a life vest and in a paraglider. I think that's nice because he can't
That looks
swim.
really funny, dude. That's some Looney
really
Tunes
funny.
stuff.
It does.
It's very it's so stupid, but it's a
Yeah,
nice
like what?
little.
Is
little
he fast enough to like run on water?
he
at this
can run
point?
on water, but he
But
can't
he
swim.
can't swim.
Yeah,
Oh,
so he
what?
drowns.
Oh, man.
There is a nice Easter egg in this set that I can't really get to in here. There's a printed tile in here. I'll actually maybe see it. I'll see if I can get a picture of it later. And that is actually Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, a game from I think the Saturn or Genesis. I think Genesis.
A mean bean machine.
It was weird to actually see it. It's a weird game. I played it growing up, but
Are you
it's
familiar
very
with
nice.
the mean bean machine, AJ?
I am, yeah.
I don't know what the mean bean machine is. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah,
It's just an old video game.
Honestly.
So, game is called the boat is called Sea Fox 2.
Nice.
That is not a thing in the game, or in any of the things. He does have like a little boat vehicle, so it's nice they called it the second boat vehicle. The expression on tails is new, I know that, and it comes with a side build of this, which I guess looks more like a Sonic horse, with a shield, hot dog, binoculars, and a palm tree. I do like how they do the palm trees in Sonic sets because this has been pretty much a universal constant. They do them for all, and it's pretty accurate to what they look like in the game. This set also comes with Jaws, which is a badnik, which I'm shocked that they made him. Where is he? Oh, he's here. It's just a little like fish on a propeller.
Little fishy.
He's nice, and you can obviously
He's cool.
an animal inside. And he's nice. He has a moving jaw and all that. But so play feature, right? That's kind of the important
Yeah,
part.
how does
The
this
way-
thing launch out? That's why.
So these are on, I think, ratchets, right? Is that the term?
What?
You open these and then you flick these things on the side.
What?
That will
This boat would
do
sink,
that.
dude.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
This boat does not float.
catapults it, basically.
This boat.
Yeah, it's a
does
catapult,
not
and I think it's
float.
really cool. Yeah, it does
Boat
not
does
float.
not float.
Yeah.
So, I guess the price comes from the big panel pieces, panel pieces, right? Is that the
I think
term?
it. No, I don't think it's the big piece. I think it's just a lot of pieces, and then like I think I
Can-
think the price
is-
is more, but like with a transparent circle, like very specific.
Yeah, because this is the
bulb
first
you're
time we get this
using.
color.
Yeah, yeah.
First time we get this color. Obviously, this
If the
panel
front
piece.
is closed and you do the catapulting, does it push it open on its own, or do you have to
let me
open
try.
it? Yeah.
Oh, it does
works.
work. Yeah, it does.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's a nice play feature. I was messing around with it when I first.
It is a
built
nice play feature, but it's just like it really. I really feel like it goes against what a boat is. You know.
Yeah. This kind of
Because like I
happens
know
a
they
lot.
don't float, but that thing does really not float at all. You know?
Yeah.
This boat definitely does not
Yeah,
float.
like you just it should like be lined up on the package out of it. But it looks funny though. It looks like a neat set.
It's a
Is
neat
it just
set.
two figs? Two figs?
It's 2 figs, jaws, and then the side build
Oh, okay.
and the boat. So I think it's fine. I don't not for the price. I think that's
Pretty
awful.
pricey
I
for
remember.
like something that's like not quote unquote canon. Like if someone was out there where it's just like, yeah, that boat was my childhood, but it's just like, no, that's just a boat.
It's just a boat. It's just
just
a
a boat.
kids like boats, and they made a Sonic boat.
They did indeed.
It's. I hope that as Sonic goes along, they do more of the weird vehicles. Mainly Eggman, because he has like a fleet of giant flying sea creatures.
Really?
Yeah, and I would very much like one of them.
Lord Garmadon from the Ninjago movie moment.
No, you see, these were done before in like 2004 or 5, and they're cooler because you get to like grind on rails on them, and you blow them up. Unlike your smelling Ninjago movie.
If I drop this,
Like-
it's so over.
I'm gonna
Dude.
laugh.
Dude.
It's so over, dude.
Is that all your sets though, Leo? Are you not? Are you?
Yeah,
done?
those. This is my last one. I had a lot of fun with this one. I just don't like the price per part ratio on it. It's awful. I remember seeing it in stores, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick up this boat." Go and I scan. Well, I saw the price. And I'm like, "Oh, that's wrong. There's no way that's right." Go and scan it and see it's $55. I'm like, "Yeah, no, no, not that price. Not really worth it." I think this was wave 2. Yeah, and then this would the one of the other sets I did today was wave 4. So would not recommend unless you get it on sale. I will say that during the Christmas season, the sets that I saw fly off the shelves first were the Sonic sets, which was cool to see because I think it's finally in its hopeful heyday and coming back to the public eye.
Very cool. No, yeah, I mean, we're in a golden age of Sonic. We got like new
Yeah.
games, successful movies, marketing opportunities. Like,
Yep. And I can only hope for more from here on out. I hope Lego takes advantage of this partnership.
they're doing a pretty good job so far.
Yeah. Might check out the Mario Kart sets at some point.
Yeah, they don't
probably
look
not.
terrible. They're not. I don't hate them as much as I do other Mario sets. I feel like they're very self-contained, and yet
Yeah.
there are still some that like embody everything that I hate about it.
Yeah.
Like
I can agree with
the
that.
Grand Prix set.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if or wait, I don't think that's what it was called actually.
I know which one you're talking about, though. I think.
Now I'm going on a tangent. I need to show everyone. Yeah, okay. Baby Peach and Grand Prix for Mario. Just I'm gonna post it in the patron chat, but if you know, you know. This is like an example of why I don't like these sets. There's just a million disconnected things that you just have to like sit around. And sure, it makes for a good sense of like scale, but it's also really irritating to have to deal with. Like, I don't want that anywhere near me. I don't want that in my life, in my home, nothing. I like stuff that is very consolidated and congregated together and can be easily moved and can be easily stored. You know, I like stuff like that. Like modular building.
Oh my goodness.
Big transition.
Nice.
Ha ha ha. So, to close out this stream, I am going to be taking a look at 2 sets. One is a modular, one isn't. This first one is this year's modular building. It is the Tudor Corner, set number 10350, which has 3,266 pieces and retails for $229, which is a great, great, great price per part value. It's absolutely wonderful. So, I wasn't sure what to make of this at first, because like I didn't fully know what the Tudor Corner was exactly. You know what I mean? But if I'm to understand correctly, isn't it like an inn?
Yeah.
It's like a pub, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you know, AJ, please tell me. Educate me.
Like well, Tudor is like a period of time, right? It's the kind of building. It's like the architecture of the time period of Tudor times, but like an inn is like a pub that also has rooms you can stay in.
You're so smart. I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have a bunch of these buildings like dotted around Britain still.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the
It's also a
architecture is really striking. Yeah, go ahead.
It's also a reference to an old Lego set that's called the Guarded Inn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, post it in the
that's cool.
chat. It's like super old Lego
Oh, yeah.
castle.
Throwback. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. That's
Very
from
nice.
1986.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so
Mary says, AJ, you're so British.
Funny.
Funny that.
Funny that.
So, I mean, here's the thing about modulars. I feel like a lot of the stuff you can say about modulars are applicable to all modulars. You know what I mean? Like, there's never a bad modular. Every time one comes out, it's going to be good, and it's going to have a lot of the same kind of things that make other modulars good. And that very much is the case here. So I'm going to focus on what this one does different that other ones don't, which is its type of architecture. I feel it is very, very different, very unique. I don't really know, you know, I don't have a frame of reference for this building style like clearly AJ does, but the way like this top part is sloped is just really cool to me.
Yeah.
The chimney sweep up top, the elaborate like chimney designs, I'm a big fan of.
Yeah.
Pop this open and like can go down, you know, like that's cool. This guy uses a gear, like a Bionicle gear, as like his broom, which is funny.
That is funny.
The whole thing is like it's set at an angle, which is how it's built. It's not straight up, flat on all sides. It has
what is this? What is this thing
look.
called again?
The Tudor Corner.
Tudor Corner.
So it immediately sets it apart from other modular buildings that have come out. You've got like this clock on the side.
You also have like insane parts usage all around.
Well, tell me what are some things that stand out to you guys?
Well, at the very top,
the diagonal plates is like impressive
the
way it's pulled off.
Yeah, because
I looked at the instructions for this one, how they did it.
Yeah, because we got it's the first time we've ever had 1x2 cheese slopes ever. They were always like grilled.
I mean, we've had them since like last year. They were first in
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter.
really new. I don't know if they were introduced with this set, but that is
no, they were in Harry Potter first.
They're Harry
Oh,
Potter
that's
first,
cool.
yeah, but they're still
And-
at least like incredibly new, and just like an insane parts usage. Like at the top, at the very top, where there's like those angled, yeah, like the little
Oh yeah,
detail
the
that's in
clips.
between there. Do you know what that's that clip? Do you know what that part is?
I do not.
You know what? Okay, the part is, I don't know if you maybe can spot it. It's from a Lego friend set, and it's like part of like a trolley
Yeah.
or something.
Really?
Yeah, and it's just like it's just tiny stuff like that, and it's just like it's just used for detail. You just have weird stuff like that I quite like. Some other stuff I saw downstairs, I think there's like the droid legs. Yeah, there's gold droid legs
Yeah, and then skeleton
and
arms.
skeleton arms, just to make like cool railing and stuff. You know, just to have like some extra bit of like texture or detail and a bunch of stuff which I quite like. Because I remember
Thank you
one of the
for-
modular. Go on.
Thank you for doing my review for me.
Yeah, like there's literally like a modular where they use like the Hero Factory arms to like just make like a little tiny bit of detail to stick out, you know.
Yeah.
And I do love that they say like the guarded in as like a reference to that old Lego set, because I had that like set in that like Lego Legacy game. That's why I know that name. They usually have like just a bunch of Easter eggs in set like this, which I quite like. There's
Special
to the
fish.
left and to the right there are two boxes there, you know, just to create like dark green, you know, with that little like gold lid on top of them. Like those are you know that because you've built it, but those are like actual like canisters boxes, usually in like Star Wars and stuff. They're gray.
True.
That has
Yeah.
like like studs in it, and here they're just literally just for that tiny bit of extra texture, that just to give it more detail. So yeah, it's a little bit of like just going through it. Yeah, and then there's like feathers there just to make like a little bit of extra puff on it. You know, it
The
like you said,
haberdashery.
it's like being in a
So
broken
British.
record with these modular sets, because like you said, they always have like incredible construction, incredible detail, incredible parts usage.
The little microphones too, as detail on top.
Yeah, it seems like they're always like trying. Yeah, microphones there. You know,
This is my favorite part of the set.
Yeah, they always have to make them so clean, just
Dude, I
so
love
you can
Wall.
like pop them right next to each other. Little leaves there
A
with
lot of
hearts on them.
foliage.
It really does feel like a lot of like the modular buildings is like designers trying to push for like cool techniques and like parse usage that we haven't seen before. Just to, you know, you'll build something and they just have like a really neat construction of stairs for no reason, just to show them how it's done. It's great. I like it.
Yeah.
So I really do have no complaints about like
Well, I
modular
mean,
sets like this.
There's like
Yeah, you can open this thing as well. I know it has like a lot of detail inside.
this minifigure. She's got like headphones and she's driving around like a bike with like a cat buggy.
That's cool though. I like that.
I
Yeah.
really like this.
For the cat lovers out there, you know.
Yeah.
Let's take let's take the roof off. Let's.
Ooh, what's
Yeah, because
inside?
they do it inside as well. What'd you say, AJ?
I was just saying what's inside.
A
Oh,
lot.
we're about to find out.
A
you know,
lot.
This is
A lot's inside.
Wasn't
Uh,
expecting to see haberdashery.
Yeah, haberdashery jump scare.
I was like, whoa.
I sat my phone down.
new Lego theme, British.
New from Lego British.
Okay.
A man has fallen into the River Thames.
Oh, Johnny, a man's been falling. No, we're not gonna do that. Why is your cam like dead now? Like, what's going on? Like,
I sat it down so I could actually like.
you
'cause,
should
like,
set it
I-
down inside the modular, you know, immersion and stuff. It's like we're there.
It won't
Immersion.
fit.
Take us to the garden inn.
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to be in
So,
the inn. So
Top
Yeah.
top floor is this.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, the
Look at
little
the carpet.
Got a
terrarium
little
with the
cat
bugs.
thing as well.
It's got like bugs.
Oh, and the little cat, like, oh, that's so cute,
Yeah.
actually. Oh man,
That's adorable.
that's such a great little construction as well.
Yeah. It's got like.
And
a
the
couch.
box where the cat most likely would much rather
Rock Raider's
sit.
couch. Rock Raider's couch.
It's got like a sink.
That's nice.
I guess that's to
Mhm.
climb up to like the hatch on the top.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
cat
like a
food
plant.
bowl.
This Tudor has a cat, I feel.
It's like a ball
And
over there.
bugs.
Ball. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the bugs. It almost just fell. Give me
Probably collect bugs.
Dude.
I read somewhere, I think on Lego made a post about the lanyard in this print.
Yeah.
I think it's like some kind of.
The sunflower lanyard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
it's a special kind of lanyard to signal to people about hidden disabilities.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
And they included in a couple of sets now, and this is one of them.
Oh, that's cool. I wonder whose
That's
room
cool.
this is supposed to be. I wish I knew.
Person with the cat, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
the lady
yeah,
with
you're
the
right.
cat.
Yeah.
Very cool minifigure.
Nice main
Awesome.
character hair.
Is
Yeah.
it right?
The
All right.
Rex Danger Wrist here.
All right, let me set this floor down. We'll do the next one. Yeah, back on the bed you go. All right, next floor. So this one was kind of funny to me. I didn't necessarily expect
Oh, the
this.
clock.
Oh,
is
the
so
clock.
great.
It's just a
maker.
clock maker's abode,
Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh,
and
it's
there's
got
like
little
there's clocks everywhere.
The chimney.
I know someone who like collects clocks. When you go into the house, they've just got clocks everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I
so
would
many. Wow.
instantly, I would
It's a lot.
instantly leave. I would not. I could not do that.
There's just so many. There's endless.
Yeah.
Endless.
The one with the little ice skate sticking out of it though, that small one on the
That's cool.
wall there, that one's that one's like the
Little
first one
cuckoo
that caught
clock.
my eye. That one's super cute. I like it.
Clockmaker.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's cool. They're like
That's
a
cool.
rug.
that's really great.
Where's the tutoring happening though? I haven't seen tutoring anywhere.
Just see
Yeah.
like Henry VIII just wandering about.
Yeah, so I was kind of like taken off guard by the amount of clocks. It was kind of irritating to build, I won't lie.
I
But
can imagine that.
it looks nice when all's said and done.
Yeah.
And then the bottom floor, like
More.
yeah, no, it's the modulars are crazy. Have you ever owned a modular, Adrian?
Yeah, it's my preferred set.
Yay!
Like the modulars.
Me too. So this is the guarded inn. They have
Oh, with the-
such things as I think coffee pot, cups.
They have green
Yeah, it's
emerald
probably, like,
something.
glasses and stuff.
It's the
like
green
that.
elixir
Egg.
from earlier.
Egg.
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 Oh,
I guess that's
and
actually supposed to be
bacon.
beans.
They have
No, that might
biblically
be
accurate
beans.
bacon, dude. Let's go.
Yeah,
No, I think
I
the
think it's-
grill piece is supposed to be bacon, right?
Bacon?
It has
I
to be.
think so.
That
Pretty
could have been a
sure.
good print though.
But then what's
But we'll
the-
get that
then-
in a CMF. Don't
Well,
worry.
let's see. Let's look at the menu. Maybe the menu can shine some light on this.
Oh,
Egg,
that does look like
toast,
a
and
pub
bacon.
menu.
I can't read
It
ant.
does it?
You know, I can't. That's not
What's in
readable.
them?
Those are
I
just
think-
scribbles.
I think it is a piece of bacon at the bottom left, though.
Yeah, probably.
No, that's like a
It's like a striped
I know what you
banner.
mean.
yeah. It's not a food. It's like a scroll.
Oh,
I
you
don't
mean
know
it's
what
like
to
just like a decorative border,
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
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 Well, either way, funny.
And that's the haberdashery, right?
Yeah, let's go with
'Cause
that.
it's
Let's go check
Taylor
that
and
out.
stuff.
And there's the
What's
kitchen too.
Oh man, that is. I like the floor on the haberdashery there. That's funny.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What is that? Just like a hat
Like a
store? Is that what that means?
Like a tailoring store. So for
I
clothes
see.
in general.
Oh,
We
okay.
got so many colors.
Yeah.
Oh, they even got
My
like
hat.
a Peaky Blinders hat, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, lovely set.
yeah, the kitchen you can barely see it, but yeah, like
That
pot
does look
and
like a
stove.
kitchen. Just like
Yeah.
an upside turn wheel made to use as a stove
Oh,
there, which
yeah,
is
that's
pretty
very
cool.
smart.
Tyler.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a really old piece, and it's just like that's what they'll do in modular. They'll just like use negative space or something just to create detail. So it's nice.
True.
Another W for the modular, you know. And yeah, those are what you call it, like chains you put on people so they can't run away in black, like for the fence there.
The handcuffs. Yeah.
Handcuffs. There you go. I completely forgot the word for handcuffs.
Thank you, X.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know, communication. We
fences.
use what we have available. You know, sometimes you got to use the cards you've dealt. You know.
Those are good fences. I've seen fences like that.
Really?
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like black, and then they hang down.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And some of them don't even hang; they're just like decoratively like that. So you run into
Yeah.
them, and they're just solid, and then you hurt yourself, and it's not
You
nice.
see them a lot in London.
Oh yeah.
London.
Yeah.
London.
So there you
That's
go.
it. That's it. Is that your last set?
I'm leaving it dismantled for now. No, I have one more, but overall, good set. I am a fan. I'm a big fan of that one. Now there is a companion piece.
How did the
What?
GWP?
Yeah.
Arrow keys, arrow keys, arrow keys, stream, baby. It's the arrow keys stream.
Yeah. I think I forgot to include that in the hashtags list. Whoops. But it is 40757 corner kiosk, and it was a gift with purchase. It has 205 pieces, and well, it was free with qualifying purchases at Lego.com in January 2025. So you can still get it. Now I don't know what the qualifying total is. Let me see. Maybe it says on the brick set review. Or maybe I have to go to Lego.com. Let's see. Now I'm looking before I show it off because I would like to know, but Lego.com isn't loaded. What?
Doing that research.
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean,
if Lego wants to load.
IV
Yeah.
cam keyboard, IV cam keyboard.
it may have already gone away because it's showing the Celebration Series Valentine's Day box is the current
probably
GWP
gone.
with $75 or more. So whoops, my bad.
Messed
But
up, dude. You messed up.
I'll still show it off briefly. It's just a simple little thing, but like I like it a good deal. It's like a newspaper stand, and
It's cute.
you've got a guy who sells papers, and you've got a girl who buys papers, and you've got a little gumball machine.
No.
Gobblegum machine. Whoa.
Explode.
And like a spinning kind of
Oh yeah, like a
that's
postcard
nice.
stand.
Turnstile. Yeah.
This looks like a hidden side set before it gets spooky.
the
It's like a
greatest
set with, like,
hero.
Sorry, go on.
No, I'm done.
Extra.
Alright, I was gonna say with the hidden side set, they've got one that's like a juice bar. And I have that
Oh
set.
yeah, I remember that. It does have. It does remind me of the
Yeah.
extra. I can't read this.
Extra.
Extra. Read all
Some
about
guy.
Lines.
I was talking to my dad about that
That's
the other day.
Really?
I was like, did they actually used to say that? And my dad was like, yes. Yes, they did.
Exceptionally funny.
The guy on the picture, Meso, was the first minifigure ever.
Are
Wait, what?
these stickered?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think
Not
they
that
are
one.
stickers,
Not
yes.
the treble guy.
So,
Because
That's not the one.
The modulars
disclosure,
don't have
Mary
stickers
built this.
usually, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mary.
Mary built this.
Messed up the
So-
stickers.
Bruh. She did.
Crooked.
They're crooked. Mary, how could you? She
No.
was very ill at the time.
No, but yeah, that extra where it shows like the
Still
Lego
good.
policeman, that was like the very first minifigure they ever created in any
Oh,
set.
really?
Yeah.
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 That's cool. And then Jack Stone.
Wait, there's Jack. That's Jack Stone.
Yeah, that is.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at his
I can't
hair.
believe they genuinely acknowledge the existence of Jack Stone. That is
Why
insane.
wouldn't they?
And you can see the logo on like his chest too.
That's too
Press
cool.
A. Okay. Well, they wouldn't
Oh.
because the only successful thing that they've like created as a figure, like that has like the staying power that it has been the mini doll. Otherwise, there's just been the minifigure. The Jack
True.
Stone figures did not win.
Mary, I'll
It's
forgive
okay.
you for your sticker placement.
He's
Jack
lying.
Stone is just retired on a beach somewhere, living the
For
good
sure.
life.
For
He's
sure.
lying.
So,
Mary, you should get better at applying stickers.
bruh.
I believe in you. You can like just put them on like the edge of like a knife or something, and then you can like wiggle your way. Like if you do it with just your fingers, it's just no. That's not how you do it.
Mary's message is eat my shorts.
Oh
Bart
well.
Simpson moment.
Well, I'll do my job. You'll do yours. We'll see how it turns out. You know.
Yeah, using a brick separator is like what I usually do.
Yeah, brick
Yeah.
separator is also good. You know, just anything. You know.
So, there you go. Oh no,
There you go.
Eldra's in the chat trolling. All right.
So that's the
So,
last
looks like
set.
it's
What do we
I
go
can't.
out
Yeah,
with?
I
Final
mean,
set.
I know I have one more set.
Uno
one more-
Moro.
Uno Moro.
Moro.
Oh man, the
Ooh,
last
Dun,
one.
dun, 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 dun. The big
Botanical
chungus
garden.
of sets.
Big one.
Don't call it that.
Please don't say. Please don't use those words.
It's
in
so
our
big I
presence.
can't even like fit it all in my camera.
It
Hell,
Who was
works.
the
All in
one-
frame. I don't know what you're talking
Who
about.
wanted
I-
that thing?
Whoa!
Oh, whoa, okay. You know, I mean,
Not
it's
what
the
I
last
expected.
episode. You know, if any time,
I guess
why
we're
not
ending
now?
now. There.
Yeah.
Meso, have you dropped the set before?
I have not.
Okay.
Who wanted
pulling
the
up the
most,
info.
you or Mary?
2, 1, 3. Wait, what do you mean?
Which one wanted the set the most?
Oh, Mary, easily.
Okay, yeah, there we go. That's
Mary,
why
like Mary was ready to throw hands with me for it. It
see.
is 21353, the Botanical Garden, which has 3,792 pieces and sells for $329.99. And this will be the last one. This will be the last set reviewed. And here's the thing, I didn't build it. And here's the other thing. The moment that we did build it, we pretty much put it in a box so we could transport it back home from the Airbnb we were staying at. And since our trip, I have not taken it out of the box. So I'm gonna be looking at this for the first time, pretty much.
Live Meso React.
Live reaction and review in true
Let's
YouTuber format.
Oh,
So I want to just look at the minifigures first. We've got old dude in flannel.
Santa.
We've got guy in like fancy clothes with umbrella.
No, this is gonna be a trend.
We've got bird.
bird.
So that's
That
cool.
fountain is great though.
We've got lady with what she have? Scissors.
Be like a landscaper.
Very
Mhm.
cool.
I think
Very
that
cool.
Is.
What?
She is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, shears.
In the trees and plants.
This is a cool figure with like the overalls and the glasses. Look, my camera won't focus. There we go. Very, very good looking. The hair
Yeah.
coming out of like the beanie.
Yeah.
Got what is this supposed to be like? A flashlight? Binoculars?
Binoculars.
Binoculars.
those have been
Probably.
around for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it
Epic.
might be new to Meso.
Yeah.
No.
I hope not. This guy has a upside down
I'm-
wand from Harry Potter.
Maybe walking cane for the blind?
Yeah.
His eyes are
it's-
closed?
His eyes are
Yeah.
closed, so it could be
Yeah.
a tap stick.
Potentially, yeah.
Or
That's cool.
maybe he could be a Death Eater because he has a wand, you know.
There you go. Thank
I
you.
mean, with it mounted on a ball joint there, then it could, be held straight out, so you can do the little like tap 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 down the floor thing. That's
Yeah.
really cool. I like that a lot.
I think it would have
Like
been nice if it had like some type of small round piece on the bottom or something. Or, like, a
Yeah,
removable
it
piece.
would be really big though.
Merry commentary. Yeah, I think he's blind. There are like headphones and tapes in the build too. So there you go. Very likely. And this little child with flower.
Oh,
Got this guy with
big camera.
Put it down
Big.
so you can see the figure. All right, well, that didn't work.
Large camera.
Lord,
This is big. Oh,
He's rocking
he
the
looks
Nikon.
he looks very
Whoa.
jolly.
holly jolly camera guy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of minifigures here. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, they're
Flat
really
axe
not
carapace.
shy about pumping out a bunch of figures when it's not like something like a license or characters or something. Not
this
just to like
hairpiece
kind of
new?
fill stuff up.
No, it's from Lego Friends.
I don't know.
It's Autumn's
so many
hairpiece from Lego Friends.
there's so many hair pieces these days that I never remember when's new or not, and then all of a sudden there's like a cool recolor someplace.
Well, it looks nice.
Yeah, this is like an accumulation of like Lego revising a lot of their like flower pieces and stuff over the years, and like also giving us like a bunch of different like plants and leaves and stuff. So
I'm
it's like feels like a
suddenly,
great triumph.
I'm suddenly remembering I got to go visit a Lego store while I was in Seattle for the holidays, and they had Hagrid's giant beard hair piece, like the face and beard hair piece, in like the build your own minifig thing, but it was in pearl gold.
Yeah,
That's really funny.
they had
Yeah,
those a
that's
bunch
cool.
in Build a Minifigure a while back,
Yeah.
so that was a leftover.
It's because they did the Harry Potter commemorative like golden figures.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Hagrid was one of them.
Yeah, you can get gold Hagrid.
See, for me, every time I get to go to a Lego store to look at those bins, it's usually been like a full year since I've been there, so everything is new.
Do they not have any where you are or near
No.
where you are?
No.
I don't have a store
I've-
in my country, so I'm only in one in like every 5 years. So it's pretty new
Yeah.
for me too. Every time.
Come back to Brick Fair X.
I'll try, dude. If I have the budget, I'll come around and say hello. You know, I always have something to do.
Maybe
Yeah.
next year.
So there's the figures. Now we'll take a look at the actual set. The most striking thing about this, well, I mean, this whole thing is a marvel of design, but I really like how the entire perimeter is like lined with flowers,
Mm-hmm.
to like
Mhm.
an absurd degree.
so many
You've got, like,
different
so many
builds
different
too.
types.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I don't even
banana
begin
peels
to
in
know what
green.
some of these are.
Banana peels in green are great.
Yeah, they go like they extend all the way
Oh,
over
that's
here.
what they are. Yeah.
They loop back around. Then you've got these. The flowers are the offenders of my finger pain, Mary says.
Mhm.
Yeah, this thing definitely looks like it was painful to build. I think I had the easier time, and yet you still beat me to building this over the modular. And it's like twice as big, it feels.
I like those roses pieces though. Those are very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like that because I always found like the old Lego flowers were kind of like finicky. There was kind of like a bit of a softer plastic, so they didn't really like fit into studs really well. They were also
Like a
really
little
thin,
bug.
and you need that
Bug.
little hole and stuff.
That tree is so good.
Bug.
I like that they're
definitely
doing the
bug.
bugs with these like clear
Bug.
pieces.
Yeah.
Is that
Oh,
like is that a Ninjago horn
Yes,
in there?
it is.
In brown? Nice.
Bug.
Very cool. This entire
Yes.
tree is really well done.
Yeah.
Like this looks dense.
Yeah, it looks
Unlike
really
the
cool.
Deku tree, cough cough.
In
Anyway.
2002, that would be 4 pieces, and now it's like 63. You know, it's just,
Yeah.
that's why it's where the parts
Right,
by piece ratios are going. You know,
There you
so
go. And then like
average
you
speed.
have kind of down the side, just more.
Ooh,
more
that's
plant growth.
nice. Like on
That
on
ivy is
the
really nice.
brown fence there.
I'm gonna spin it
Yes.
around and hope that it doesn't collapse.
Ah! No, I'm just kidding.
Destiny 2 collapse.
Very paranoid. You have like this seating area with like
Oh, that's very
Nice.
nice.
a,
Little
Aw.
a
romantic
baked
place.
good.
Yeah.
And then like a back entrance way, and then
Little
squirrel.
work
Squirrel.
area. Oh, we have a
Squirrel.
Lego squirrel now as well. That's
We
cool.
do.
Yeah.
Dumpster diving
Squirrel.
squirrel.
I mean,
Yeah, bro.
I
It's
like
food.
I'd like them introducing like so many like more small animals and stuff. We saw them like make like a new gorilla mold not too long back,
Mhm.
but you can't. They made a new monkey mold, which is like inferior in every single way, and that's the only complaint I have about the
Goof.
Lego Animal Kingdom. It doesn't have as
Lame.
much articulation, Meso, so I think you'll agree to me on this point.
Oh yeah,
You know?
articulation is key.
Yeah, it's easy monkey business.
So the roof of this obviously pops off,
Bum, ba, bum, bum,
as
bum,
most
bum.
things do, so you can see what's inside. Thus, I will go ahead and do that for
This
all
is
three components.
Is this a Lego idea set turn 2 thingy?
I
Or is it
believe
like
so.
yeah. Makes
I
sense.
think it is.
I remember being so angry about Lego ideas for so long. I
I
love that
still
segment.
I still am. We don't do brick feeds anymore, so we haven't talked about it in a while. But I think the program is collapsing under its own weight, and it's just
Mhm.
not. It's not meeting the needs of of what it needs to
I
do
love the
anymore.
part
just-
where they're just
It's
like,
just
hey,
icons too.
here are the 50 sets that came under review, and then they're just like, and here's the one that we'll maybe make to next year, and it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, it feels sad, like it's just so gloomy a lot of the time. But it has
Yeah.
brought some really cool sets to the table. But
It
that's
has.
also one of the reasons why I haven't checked it out in a while, because it gets a lot of hope up, and then it just tells you, here's a typewriter, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But this is really nice. This is like the cacti area.
Yeah.
it looks that one.
Yeah, multiple cactus. It's cacti. Haha. I knew that.
Very cool.
I hope so. Actually, I am not actually. I genuinely am not. No longer sure. See, that's what I told you. There's some cool stairs. They always got to do some cool stairs as well.
Yeah, and the
Oh, they
little,
even have like a coffee sign. Oh, that's cool.
little shop.
Heck yeah.
Man, dude, like you can make if you have like so much money and space, you can make such a detailed Lego city now. Like it's almost like a little sim of and of itself. Like it's like
Oh, you can
models.
take out the
don't-
wall.
Oh, you can remove like walls as
You
well.
can. I think
Man.
it's a feature because of how easily you're able to do
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah, it makes
it
sense for
just
those
helps
pieces.
to kind of showcase stuff.
Mm.
So
See, even just as like a tiny set, that little like coffee shop there would be just so cool, just because it's filled with
exactly.
so much detail, dude. That's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So for the cacti, you can only do like the back wall comes out. So let me
Turn around. Turn around.
so
Nice.
there's a better look at it. See the
Oh, that's
different
cool.
kind.
What is like the green one with the pink up top they're made out of? Is that like
I feel like
egg-
the
like broken
instructions
eggs?
It's an
probably.
egg piece.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it
guess
is.
what that. Yeah, that's cool.
So
No, but
I'm
like
really
the
impressed
green,
with it.
the one with 4 on top of each other, is that like broken egg pieces? Because that's the one I'm still wondering about. I don't think that's because the one on the far right, that's definitely eggs. But like the green one furthest to the left right now, what are those
Oh,
pieces?
those
Yeah.
are the new like flower petal pieces, the one they use
Oh,
for
those
the
are just
roses
actual.
and
Okay.
stuff too. Yeah.
I'm so used to the funky recolors, so I was just like,
Mary,
oh, it's an actual piece.
This was improperly built, Mary. It wasn't attached fully.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no!
I fixed it now, Mary.
was
Meso,
like,
you
how
put a
do they-
torso on backwards. I don't think you get to complain about somebody else's building.
Oh, true.
I did do that, didn't I?
You did.
LOL.
And showed it on stream. What a
Yeah.
that's the
That was
last
pretty
ever
embarrassing.
stream. And you're showing that, nah, dude.
It's probably happened like many times before, and I just didn't realize. That's a scary thought.
How long has it been built like that? How long has it stayed like that?
A few months.
A few months.
Wild.
Wild indeed.
Okay. So I can't take off any of these walls easily. I don't think so. We're just
Yeah,
gonna
but-
we're gonna look the old-fashioned way.
Top you.
But he
Let's
left
go.
the hose on.
Ooh.
So it's dominated by
These
these
trees
two
are so cool.
giant trees that you can actually easily remove to get a better
These
look
are
at them.
very. It's very dense with detail in there, though. Oh man.
With the gears.
Yeah, I like that.
That's very well done.
It does. I do understand what it looks like. Oh, there's a
And
left.
see,
monkey.
audience, look, this is the kind of fun stuff
Whoa!
you can participate in if you join our
It's broken.
Patreon. Yeah.
Dude, you can't
Beat up
do this.
Meso.
So there
Dude,
you
you
go.
have
There's
files within files within files. How many Discord servers are you part of, man? Like
a lot.
60,000?
Look,
Yeah, I see that,
Oh.
man. Oh no. I just get stressed looking at that. Honestly, that's like having like it's like insane amount of tabs open at all
And I
times.
never clear my notifications either. And Mary like
Mary,
yelled
how
at
do
me.
you live with this guy, man?
We don't
What?
yet. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salute to you. You know.
All right. And then the second one, we pull it out. It's a bit more fragile. I want to break it. There we go. So, I'm sure the instruction booklet tells you all of what these are. So, props.
Oh,
props for
there's
that.
literally dark brown like
Dark
seaweed
tan.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the very muted colors. This looks like it could be like on a planet in a Star Wars set or something. I like
True.
that.
I want
They
them to make a
first-
large version of this for botanicals.
They first had those in the Sanctum Sanctorum. So
Really?
Oh,
a dark
Hmm.
tan seaweed. Yeah.
Yeah.
heck yeah.
That is a pretty cool piece. I like it because it's also like it's a classic piece. It's been around like forever. probably older than I am.
So you
Those are some nice
immediately
railings
have
and
just a
stuff.
fancy staircase.
this
Just
is
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they
just
can-
a bunch
cool.
of fences on the sides to make that sort of like metal railing type steel. I get it. Those are some nice use of. Dude, the roller skates have been like surprisingly a lot used for like
Yeah.
little detail and a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
The birds of
It's
paradise.
used a lot. Yeah, it like they love it for like greeble details and stuff for Star Wars, but like using it as flowers is pretty funny as well. That technique I've seen
pauldrons.
as well, using the
Yeah.
the Napoleon pauldron
And
thingies
over
to
the
make like a
broom,
flower.
the ends, the broom.
Yeah.
A really good
Yeah.
pursuit.
Wait, is this one falling too?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one's falling.
One of
It
the
has.
birds of paradise.
You're a little bit too aggressive there, my guy.
What do you
It's
mean?
just no, don't rip it out. No. What are
I'll
you
put
doing?
it back. I'm trying
it
to do
back, please.
surgery with like one hand.
Beep, beep.
Yay.
There we go. Nice.
Heck yeah.
Shrooms.
That does look. It just looks very comfy. This set, man.
Yeah.
It has a lot of detail in pretty much every corner. I like it. It's nice, and we even got Bionicle pieces in there with the Piraka spines.
So true.
Yeah, Bionicle
True
lives
Ender.
on. Yeah, we haven't made many mentions of that like today. I also
not.
noticed that. Yeah, we even had like Mari tubes on the gecko lizard thingy. Whatever.
Biolizard.
Yeah, Biolizard.
Yeah.
Is that an orange ticket print? Because that's also been around for like over 10 years. Oh no, that's like a revised one, but they had like an old one as well that was like orange.
They
very
have the
similar.
There's the
little.
headphones.
Oh, they have a
the-
dead dog in there too? That's cool.
What? Yeah, dead dog.
Yeah.
Did it freeze?
Yeah.
Yeah, it froze.
Did it
froze
freeze on the dead dog?
It froze on the dead dog. This is a crime scene now, dude.
Oh, it's back.
Alright. Is it back? Okay,
Yes.
cool.
No.
The dead
What
dog.
a-
Stop it,
That
love
should,
it,
that
love
should have
it,
been.
love it.
That should have been the last frame
Remember
of the
Fido.
podcast.
The dog
Last
ate one of the
remember.
poisonous plants.
The final
Yeah,
frame.
dude, just edit dark note. Dude, that little picture thing that they have around there
Yeah.
with like the
The
bit of
info
information
stand.
stuff. Yeah, those are really cute. That's a really cool detail.
Also, really cool pursuit and recolor is the little antenna from the CMF Space Series. The guy who's controlled by aliens in pink.
Very cool. There's the headphones
wow.
on the description tapes that Mary mentioned.
Yeah.
I see. Gravity
yeah.
is gonna have a wild one with those though. Like you just put this. If you just keep that in mind, if you want to get a set like this and you want to put it upside down somewhere, you can't. The headphones will fall off. So
I'll
just
keep that in mind.
Just keep that in mind for people who collect Lego sets and then like
Upside
display them
down.
For
upside
people in
down.
Australia.
Yeah, for people in Australia. I don't know. They
There
made
you
like
go.
Or club, dude.
they
Club
do
can't
like
build
make
this.
sets for those people. I mean, just look at the Stranger Things set. You know.
The one set.
Yeah. Well, they're all about Lego's all about being inclusive and stuff. So
All right. So all in all, I would just say, I mean, this one's a no-brainer. If you like plants and you like
You like
cool
plants.
stuff and you have $300 to burn, like buy it. If you don't, don't. It's pretty much par for the course. But it's as close to perfect as I think you can reasonably get for a set like this, because it achieves pretty much everything it wanted to do and knocked it out of the park. It's absolutely gorgeous. I was not aware how complex and intricate it was. Thank you, Mary, for building it.
Meso, one thing you were talking about earlier, just before I forget it, is that you were on about like sets where it's just like disjointed, where there's just like a bunch of just stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I found like what is more than likely the worst offender of this in Lego sets ever, because I remember when this first came out, and this was an Ultimate Collector Series set, $200
no.
dollars.
Half.
Lego Hoth.
Dude,
Yep, I knew it.
There's the
It's like
image.
3 sets put together. It's
Yeah, no, and then just look at the second image of everything
Yeah,
just spread out.
it's straight up 3 sets that I'm pretty sure existed at some point.
All right, people. We need a new Ultimate Collector Series set. What are you? Any ideas? All right, let's just show 7 sets
Well,
into one.
No, I
It's
don't
a
think
UCS playset.
No,
Yeah,
those words hurt.
they later did. Yeah, they later like They did the same
Why
thing
are you
with
booing
the
me? You know
Mos
I'm
Eisley
right.
canteen, right? They like named it not UCS, but they had like a different name for it.
Master Builder
Really?
series, I think.
Yeah, and I think this is like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be. It's a new thing for Star Wars.
The
It's like,
cantina set makes more sense though, I feel, because it's like there's like one side build and then otherwise it's just the actual cantina. You know, this one's more just kind
yeah,
of like they trying to show in like a lot of like quote unquote moments. You know, they shoot up the generators, they have like the cannon thing, they have the trenches, they have the door,
bro,
they
all
have
it's missing is an
lava, they have the
AT-AT.
cave, they have you get it.
You know
Yeah.
how I know it's a UCS playset? It's because there's a stud shooter and a missile launcher incorporated into the build.
That's for sure. But yeah, if you want if you like flowers, botanical garden, that's what you want.
Or you could just buy a botanical set, you know.
I mean, I don't know if you don't.
Maybe you like small flowers. Yeah.
Because like the thing with me is just like I really do not like anything Lego that's not like minifigure scaled because I think of it as like one huge world that I have. So I really, if you like plat sets and you like minifigures, then this is like the set, I guess I'd say, because like not everyone just likes the plants around their house, but they are cool though, and you don't have to water them.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, because
So
I've
this
had
is
to do that.
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Did Mary just do all of the build, Mesa, or was it just you?
She did all this one because we were I needed to build them and we had a trip plan, so we were like, well, let's build some. And she really wanted to build this one and she really wanted to build the Tudor corner, but I was like, I mean, I want to do something, so
Yeah.
you know, like you choose
Not
which one you want to do
together,
more.
though? Like it's either one or the other. Like you don't do that.
We could alternate and we did it in the past, but I mean, if we have multiple, it's just more time efficient to try to get through them.
True,
You
but
know?
sometimes about the journey. You know, why if you want to do it so fast, you know, pay someone to build it for you. You know, but that's the entire joy. You know,
I mean,
it's part
trust
of
me,
it.
I agree. I like to take my time, but Mary's
Yeah.
just too speedy, you know.
Harry, why are you speed running life?
To
Calm
be fair,
down.
Meso's really slow at
Spit.
Lego building.
I am really slow.
Yeah, but you know, that's more time he enjoys it. You know, some people play on the highest difficulty setting on single player games to get the most out of it. You know, and then some people just like one-shotting everything. I don't know, dude. I don't know where I'm going with this. Dude, brick feed, keep the peace,
Yeah,
enjoyment for Lego. You know, we're at the end of the world here. You know, we're not even
we're
on
at
the final
the
boss. This is the epilogue. You know,
where the
it's
epilogue mode is here.
yeah.
Anything
The end.
it's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine.
I feel super okay. I guess I don't know.
We've
I don't feel fine. I
we've
don't
pulled
know.
in someone very special to eulogize us in our hour of need.
Oh no.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us, good sir. Thank you. I appreciate your I appreciate your time.
Force gone 7
a
years
lot of
ago.
people.
Who's joined again?
Oh,
Is it LJ?
Everyone's all of a
Yeah.
sudden joining because they saw that LJ's here.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
dude, I see how it is.
Everyone's here to just look at the wreckage burn up, I guess. Like what's going on?
The
They're like,
grand
the
finale.
Green Man, get in there!
Kept the peace.
We already had a
Hashtag-
Green Man here.
This
Hashtag
really
kept to
made
the
me a bit
peace.
sad though, because I
OG
really
Green
do
Man.
love talking just about sets and stuff in general. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might steal you guys' like account and then do like one brick feed a year where I just say that like some of the new Star Wars sets are cool and some of them are okay, and then like yeah, some other sets are cool as well. You know, I like the brain piece that like Lego Dreams is coming out with, for example. That one's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
LJ, how are you doing? You just watched Sonic 3.
And you
I
thought it
did.
wasn't
I
as
did
good
watch
as the other
Sonic
two.
3.
Give a brief review. What'd you think?
Right. What? Fine. Oh.
What's your
like-
opinion on the Eggman dance scene?
I've
is
seen clips of
important.
that. That
This
looks
is very
genius.
important.
It's honestly enough of like a reason for all the movies
This is
to
very
exist for
important,
that
LJ.
scene alone. Honestly.
Here's my honest take. So
Okay.
for starters, I'm not a native Sonic fan. I've never played a
Mhm.
Sonic game.
Native Sonic.
I have
Mhm.
no no interest in Sonic, no interest in the franchise. It's not my cup of tea.
Okay.
I've seen both of the films, the previous two, and I thought they were good. And I thought this one was good. They're all good movies, all very entertaining. And this one had quite a few funny moments, including the dance.
Okay.
I also
The dance
was like,
is
okay,
accepted. Nice.
it's a movie, all right. It's a
Mm.
film. I feel like I enjoyed it less than the first two. But
So here's my question for you. I don't know how much you want to get into it, but I'm just curious. What, since we're not approaching it from the perspective of like a fan, I would ask like, what didn't work? What made it feel just okay?
No spoilers, please. I haven't watched it.
Okay, well maybe we can't do that.
yeah, no, I can
Yeah.
do that.
Because didn't you kind of feel similarly, AJ?
I did, yeah.
So I'm just curious.
I feel like, what's the best way to put it?
I don't
I
know.
feel like this movie is going to age worse than the first two because it feels very reliant on certain lingo, slang, and popular culture.
Yeah.
More so than I recall the other two. But I haven't seen the other two in a very long time, so I can't say that that's consistent or inconsistent. I just don't think it's going to age quite as well. And to me, I watched it and I understood a lot of the humor and the jokes and the quips and whatnot. But I feel like if I wasn't me, like if I were a child watching this movie, there's a lot that's just flying over my head. A lot.
Yeah.
So
I get what you
fair
mean.
enough.
Like that was like my thought with it. With the jokes at least. I remember sitting thinking this is a lot more like, I guess, like pop culture referencey than I was remembering. Just in terms of the lingo. Like I know they already make the jokes in the other movies, it just felt like a lot more in this movie. I think it was getting to a point I was getting kind of annoyed with it by the end. Like, yeah.
Pain.
Mm.
But Shadow though.
Oh, Shadow's cool.
yeah, don't be.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's all nice.
Shadow, it's whatever.
Really, they got the guy that like voices Silverhand to voice Shadow. It's crazy.
I'm Keanu Reeves, and I'm Shadow. I'm just. They don't. Okay. I could talk more about it, but I won't because we're not here to talk about Sonic. This isn't Keep the Sonic. This isn't Sonic the Piece.
What's the best Lego system set, LJ?
Best Lego system set?
Yeah, we're doing the last episode of like Lego podcast ever here, so we gotta let them know what's up, because we know the best Botanical set objectively, but what is the best Lego system set?
You know what? I am an extraordinary sucker still for Ninjago City from 2017.
It is a good set. I will say that. They still have on display in a hobby store that I know about. They did remake it though at some point as well. What was that? Let's see.
You mean the micro or?
No, I'm thinking about like the temple actually. I'm not thinking about the Lego Ninjago City at all. My brain is somewhere completely different. I'm thinking about like the big temple that they did. What was that called again?
You mean Temple of Erjitsu?
Is it literally called that?
Or the
yeah, but it's like the
Temple
one
City?
big. They did one big temple as like one of the bigger like Ninjago. It was like the biggest Ninjago set before.
Yeah, that's the
Ninjago
Temple
City.
of Erjitsu.
Erjitsu.
But they didn't remake
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Because like, I went in there with friends with like barely anything with Lego, but they were like huge weebs, and they saw that set. They're just like, that is cool. That's very cool. And then they made some later where it was like blue, I think. That looked kind of similar.
Yeah, the Tournament Temple City is the new one.
Tournament Temple City Lego Ninjago. Let's see.
I like the old one better, but this one's a lot more like bright and cartoony and stuff. Like the rock formation stuff are a lot prettier. I give it that. This one's pretty new, yeah. That's cool. They even have like dude, Lego City's cool.
I love modulars, so for me, my favorite set would have to be one. I don't like Ninjago City as much.
That's okay.
I prefer garden. I think I'm very inclined to say gardens because of how colorful it is, but I don't know. This Tudor corner is a pretty strong competitor in the modular line. And I'll say gardens. I like gardens a lot.
That's a good
I also
pick.
really like that video you made on like modulars a while back, Meso.
Oh, thank you.
If one thing about like if there's one video that's like worthy of like having like a legacy from Keep the Peace, I think it's that one. That one deserves a lot more views considering like it's like a whole essay, you know, about like
You are
transitioning from
kind.
like Bionicle stuff into Lego system. It's like cool to watch the gears turning there of just like, oh, you know, there's some cool Lego stuff out there. So I quite liked.
Yeah.
That's definitely a big highlight there. So
Well,
people are
thank
just
you.
like, if Keep the Peace is like over, and it's just like if you haven't watched that, then you can't complain because you haven't even watched all of Keep the Peace yet. Have you?
Yeah.
Like, you'd be
There's so
like
much
sad
content.
when you weren't even there. You know what's going on with that? You know.
We
Come
did
on.
crank out a lot of videos on in the 2-year span. We have 209 videos on the channel
It's
Yeah,
not
man.
bad.
in 2 years.
So
It's pretty good.
Dakota, how was it like having like your own YouTube channel for a while? How was that? How'd you feel about that? Did you, you know, looking back at like you know the
Man.
Keep the Peace era here, was it cool to have your own channel even though you didn't even know that's what you signed up for? You know, it was kind of like
At times it was pretty crazy in Keep the Peace because I did the Lego Universe Let's Play with Ulti. Then I was on the React for Chima and then Jago and Dreams. Then I was on Ninjago Cast. I did organize Brick Feet, and then later on I did the reviews too. So I had my hands in almost everything on Keep the Peace in some way. Yeah.
Dakota sweep.
I'm just so sad that like no matter how I tried to modify my work schedule, it always found a way to completely disrupt my time and ability to interact with much of the channel that I wanted to. Like anytime I'd get down to work on personal project versions of videos, or you know, I'd get an idea for something I wanted to work on, it would just completely get thrown off the rails by have a 70-hour work week. Have a bunch of random overtime. Get called into work just randomly and out of the blue. I wish
a new raid.
Called out.
Zach, how's Metal
like
Gear Ray
once a
going, by
year.
the way? How's the Lego Metal Gear Ray build going?
I've got the gearbox function figured out for it, and it's mostly stable, but gear pieces are expensive, and I've also ordered like the last 5 gears that I've ordered have been the wrong turnstile because the way they're categorized on Bricklink, you can't differentiate between the one that's raised and the one that's flat.
Oh, I hate that.
So it's a
so much.
random lottery of maybe you get the right one when you order it.
I've literally been in
Metal
that
Gear.
situation and then ordered an entire set that I know has the piece in
Yeah.
that version. That's how desperate I will get sometimes.
I won't order an entire set, but for that gear specifically, it's like $5 each piece. And
Oh.
when it's
Yeah.
the lottery of maybe I'll get the right one this time because they've got a picture of the correct one, and then it shows up and it's the one that's raised when I need the flat one, and it's like,
That's unfortunate. I was like, how are you so crazy to like make something big and then it's gonna have a gearbox as well? But then I was like, well, you actually do have experience making like a gearbox for like a huge figure.
yeah,
But,
it's
you
actually
know,
over there behind
yeah,
me in the shadows lurking.
but that like from the small pictures I've seen, that Metal Gear Ray is gonna be like huge. That's like UCS size. So good luck with
One
that.
day it'll get finished when
One
I
day,
have
indeed. That's how I am
time
about
to
a lot of my
actually
boxes
work
as
on it.
well.
I'm the great commodity. LJ, you know the feeling well. How are you holding up in your exile? self-imposed exile.
Yes.
Oh boy, what's going on?
Better. My work schedule's evening out a little bit more. My hours have gone down to a more reasonable rate, but I got a lot of other stuff that I'm dealing with in the meantime, so I wanted to do a whole lot more with Keep the Peace, as I think everyone here is well aware. I drafted an entire document going over what I think we should have done with this channel, and none of it materialized, which is deeply unfortunate. But I think that Sakota, you have been the shining star of this entire operation, this entire experiment.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I just hope that you had
take
some
that
fun
credit.
during all of that.
I mean, I definitely always had fun. Like, I mean, I told you a bunch of times that I'm doing all of this for fun and not a problem, and I always did what I had fun doing. So
That's
no
good.
regrets here.
Good,
Well,
good.
we are very happy for you as you move into this new era.
Mm-hmm.
Remember us.
Yeah,
We
of
made
course.
it. We made it. We got a man on the inside. We did it.
It's
We
not
did
like
it.
we'll never talk to you. It's not like, you know, it's not like you're going away, but obviously
No.
you'll have to be very very closed off with what you talk about or disclose.
Yeah, I mean,
So
probably won't talk about my work, but
yeah.
we can still hang out.
There you go.
How's
Yeah,
work today?
no.
Shh. You know.
It's definitely true. I mean, I definitely agree with Elge. There were a lot of hopes. I mean, Elge, you and I like argued for a long time about whether this channel should be made.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Like
was
about a
saying
year.
it about a full year, I'd say, on and off. Like every few months, we would have another like big knockdown, drag out, brutal, angry argument. No, it wasn't like that. But we would have debate.
There were impassioned arguments for sure.
Sure.
And like every so often it would end up in the main chat, the TTV chat, and all the others would be like, "Really? Are you guys doing this again?"
Yeah, they're like man standing emoji. They're at it again. But you know, it ultimately boiled down to I didn't feel like I felt like there was still more to do or more that we could do. And then you were more arguing from the perspective of I don't think our lives can accommodate doing it. You know, am I fair to say that's a salient summary of your perspective?
And see, I never disagreed that there was more to do. There was always more to do, as I think my whole 10-page document illustrated. I just didn't think we could do it.
Yeah, ultimately. And I mean, the history has vindicated you once again. Year of Vindication,
It
part
often does.
87.
It regularly does.
I can say, you know, I have my own feelings about like the hows and the whys of how it all went down. You know, I feel there were some pitfalls that we could predict. There were others I don't think we could have predicted.
I think
You
there was
know?
an unfortunate amount of bad luck.
I think that a lot of it, I mean, we don't need to go through it again. You all know what I'm referring to, but a lot of it that we just couldn't see coming, you know, in terms of people dropping off or losing people at certain times. But overwhelmingly, you did present a lot of very good points, kind of cautioning, like our lives are just, they're getting busier and they're only going to keep getting busier. People's passions lie elsewhere, and I think those are some of the problems that we definitely did face. But I think it's okay to admit that. Is it a disappointment? Sure, but not everything in life always works out the way we wanted it to. I think it's important to look back fondly upon the good times that were had. And I know for me, the consistent that was always a fun thing to be a part of was Ninjago Cast.
Yeah.
I know not everyone can relate to that because not everyone here actively follows or enjoys Ninjago, but that was pretty much.
Get into it. I love talking about the Lego sets, though. That will always be fun.
Ninjago Cast has pretty much been consistent the whole way through, and that's the one thing that's not going away. So remember, anybody who's here, check that out on Bindo Brick's YouTube channel. Whenever there's news, whenever there's new sets or new seasons, we'll be doing stuff over there. I will still be there.
I'm very glad you guys are still doing Ninjago Cast so I can listen from the outside.
That's gonna be a weird experience for you.
I mean, it's kind of going back. I was a fan before I joined, so yeah.
Return to old.
Yeah. So that's definitely gonna be something fun. I don't want to just stop talking about it because there's more to do. There's more I want to do. The movie is the big thing. I don't want to stop talking about Ninjago before the movie comes out.
Hey, when it comes to that movie, I'm just really excited to see which fans they're gonna cameo in it. Like, I'm just so excited to see recognizable community faces that show up in the film.
It's gotta be us this time, bro. It's gotta be us this time, bro. We can still do it. We can still do it. We just gotta cameo. You gotta say antics ensue.
No, that was promised to me. I want everyone to know. Antics ensue.
Is it actually just going to be a Ninjago movie, but with like real life actors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. Do we know any of the casts at all?
No. It's gonna be really funny.
Until now. That's right, everyone. I am in fact playing Jay. I know.
No, you're playing live action Mert.
Wait, no, sorry, I forgot. Kareth. I'm Kareth. I was Kareth the whole time.
We love
Zane's cast is just a toaster.
But no.
That's the only thing I know about Ninjago. Dude, Zane's a robot or something. I don't know.
Like, if things had gone differently, I think you're right, Meso. There were definitely things that we couldn't foresee. Obviously enough. I know I have plenty of thoughts on how everything went down, but it's not worth discussing here in public. And quite frankly, it's not worth discussing at all at this point, unless we were to get into an endeavor of similar nature. I know that I still want to do content surrounding Lego. Like, I still want to do the LG Johnson show, which I've been saying for ages and just have not been able to do. There's other stuff that I would like to be involved in and continue doing, and I'm sure I will. But
when you say Lego, does that entail building?
I don't know. I'd like to get better at building. Like, if they ever do another season of Lego Masters, I want to be on that show. And no, I want to win that show.
That was essentially, like, in my video, one of the things I do firmly believe, personally, maybe you disagree, LJ, but I think that one of the reasons why we've struggled with Keep the Peace and why we struggled with TTV as well before Keep the Peace is that so few of us are builders. So few of us engage with the product.
I don't fully agree. I think that is an aspect. There is a degree of truth to that. But I think TTV has always kind of defied the odds that have been stacked against us. We carved a path completely unto ourselves. Like, we were so standout in the Botanical community for all of the unique and interesting things that we did that others weren't really doing. This entire time we've done the TTV channel, we have had people copying what we have done, doing things that are similar to what we were pioneering. And that's not everything, of course, obviously. I'm not laying claim to any specific concepts or video series or what have you. But I think we have had an extraordinary uniqueness to us, and that has been the root of our success. And I think that has always been like a testament to how we do things. Not to say that we couldn't have been more successful or gotten more out there if we did do building content. I'm sure that is true, and that's why there is a nugget of truth as to what you're saying. If we were builders, or we had more builders, or we had more building content, kind of like I think of Ben Kasi all the time.
I do as well.
Like I will say, it's never too late to get into like mocking and building and all that. Like,
true.
Not like that's something like you either have or have not. It's something you learn. So
true. I'd love to do like an in-person thing with you guys, especially at like a meetup for your
X wanted to do like building boot camp.
Yeah, the thing about me is that I have such an insane amount of passion and things that I can say, and like I can literally just like make videos about just like bracket pieces. But the thing is that I am insanely horrible when it comes to work ethics and like actually sitting down like doing it, and I'll always like have a handful of other things, and the whole scheduling in of itself is very harsh mentally, no matter who you are, no matter what it is. I've been on both sides of that. All those raids, man. Oh, for all that agony. But I really do feel like if I was less lazy, I could definitely like fill up 200 videos where it was just like boot camp of just from the basics. But it is a matter of like actually going out of here and do that.
It's hard.
You know what? I want to push back against something you're saying, X.
What?
I don't think you're lazy.
Thanks, man.
I don't think anyone here is lazy. I think there are there's a multitude of factors that go into why we haven't been making videos, each individually, right? And to me, I had to say what the main reason why is. It's all motivation. It's all passion. It's all finding something that just clicks like a brick on another brick.
Thank you, LJ.
All right, I'm going.
He recommends brick by brick.
This might be the end of Keep the Peace. I don't think this is the end of us doing things here and there. Like, I still want to do my channel. I still want to branch out when I have more time. I would love to do that building boot camp, X, especially if it's in lieu of auditioning for Lego Masters. That I think would be a blast, because I think I'm gonna need it. I need to know how to build. I don't know how to build. I've only built so few things, and they're just so held together by bubblegum and dreams.
It's tough because we all still like Lego, and there's all still things we would like to do. I think you're absolutely right that you need the right combo of like motivation, time, drive to do it. And maybe we still will in the future. In my video, I pretty much said like my opinion is we're kind of winding out of it because like looking at the TTV channel, it's a similar case with Bionicle. But who knows? Who knows what the future might hold? For a lot of us, our life situations are changing very dramatically in the next few years. Stuff could always happen. The life is very unpredictable. Even who knows? It's hard to say. So I don't want to like rule anything else out permanently. But that's why we're ending right now, is just because nothing's happening. The momentum isn't there, the motivation isn't there, and I think it's disingenuous to our audience who does watch and who does check us out to keep I don't want to say stringing them along, but like
that was the exact phrase in my head.
Kind of. That's what that's what it implies to me as well. It's like, we're a dead channel masquerading as something that occasionally does stuff, and
we're supposed to brick feed, not drip feed.
There you go. That's a good quote. So it's not to say, like we hate Lego, and it's not to say we never will make Lego content again, and it's not to say we aren't thankful for all of you who have checked us out over the years, because we are, but it's not being totally like up and up with ourselves even. And that's something that I've really fallen into over the years, because I want things to be different than they are. And it's difficult for me to kind of admit to myself that like things are how they are.
Yeah, that's
change, man. Change is hard.
That's basically where I'm at, is like I tried really hard to build up a schedule and work with the current career that I'm in to put myself in a position where I could dedicate time to this, because I do have genuine desire and passion for this whole thing, but I got to be honest with myself, the last year and a half basically, I couldn't have anticipated having every week be mandatory overtime for over a year. I couldn't have anticipated the chronic burnout and my own mental health deteriorating from just the sheer number of hours worked and other life stresses and pressures and all that. If I'm completely honest, I may have set myself up for success, but random chance will sometimes lead you down the path of failure. And that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Very true. It's a part of life. Sometimes.
Meso,
But
you talked
yes.
about this thing about like we can't like massacre, like show itself as like a channel that's like active when it's like not, you know. That's
Yes.
like yeah, that's why we're doing this whole like video right now. Right, correct, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So are we gonna do this type of thing for the gaming channel as well, or is that like still like
Dude.
Kingdom Hearts Let's Play? Like what, you know?
It's messed
like,
up, X.
I'm just saying, you know, we're being transparent here. You know,
a good point.
let's yeah. So what's
R.I.P. TTV nerf.
I'm literally putting you on the spot there, but I just thought it was funny. But we should probably let someone know or something if we're doing this whole, because like someone's gonna, if I haven't said it, someone else is gonna do it. You know, they're just gonna be like, well, what about yeah, you know, we should say
Yeah.
something. You know, if we're doing it all the way, you know, if we're getting like TTV podcast out the back, and then we're doing Keep the Peace out the back, you know, we might as well, you know, take the life support out of that one as well, you know, just get it all, just rip the Band-Aid off all in one. Or
point,
if
X.
you have like some sort of, you know, let's play in the back of your hand right now. Yeah. Well,
Let's plays in general. There are games I would like to play with people. There are things I'd like to do, but they wouldn't be in a traditional let's play format. That's dead, I think. I think streams would be good. But
dude, I'd liked let's plays, and I liked like guide videos that was like 10 minutes on like how to do this. Now it's just streaming, man.
yeah, I
Ah!
mean, it's all about just content delivery. Like you archive a stream and then you release it, but instead of like 20, you know, 30-minute clips,
yeah.
it's just a few hours long stream archive. You know, it's the same thing. It's just delivered differently in a more digestible format for people. So
Man, and also this
Plays.
podcast, it's also cool to say like doing the whole podcast thing, because whenever I talk to people who were like familiar with like the whole thing, and I mentioned podcast, they'd just be like, "Oh, everyone's doing that now," and it's just like, no, this one's been like that's been like around before this whole like huge podcast boom. So
Well, I won't
we
say
were
we're one of the originals, but we were definitely like earlier than most.
Oh yeah. It's definitely like the prehistoric times of podcast. TTV came out there. Not necessarily when I joined, but like I joined very
Ancient
much
by internet
before
standards.
Yeah, it really is. You know.
Paleozoic Brick says, just like all gaming channels, it dies with last uploaded 11 months ago. Hey, ours was last uploaded 2 years ago. we got him beat.
What is the last video on TTV Nerfed? Is it just Kingdom Hearts?
It is one of the Kingdom Hearts ones, yeah.
Did that ever finish?
I don't believe so.
I don't think we ever
finished,
uploaded
we finished played it, but we didn't upload it. I mean, even that thing is so old. There's like cast members in that Let's Play that like don't even exist anymore.
And that's part of what was like awkward about it, is because like I was editing it to try to get it up belated after the fact, and like it was back when like Haley and I were dating each other, and like it was and we were talking about that and like making jokes about it, and I was just like, very very old content here. Very, very dated content. You know, is what it is.
Speaking of Let's Play stuff, that's the one regret I have in Keep the Peace. I wish I could have finished Lego Universe with Ulti. I mean, you can't really finish the game, so there's not really a good end to it, but kind of like at least go through all the worlds or have some kind of like good ending to it would have been fun.
What,
but...
like Lego Universe, right? Lego Universe?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say, I thought you said Lego University for a second. I was like, what was that? But that makes sense.
Solek, which is a great name, says, you better do the Bionicle Heroes videos, or else the 5 Bionicle Heroes fans left will riot. LOL.
Me and
Yeah,
LJ tried like 3 times, but like it's like cursed or something, so that like something happens and then it's like completely invalid, and then I don't know.
I can do it now.
We can
I
do
know
it
how to
now.
do it. I can
It's
do
one-
it now.
It's
You know
one
we'll
of the
start like
last
a camp.
I don't have
No.
the footage anymore, but the last time we tried to do it,
Yeah.
Bionicle like came back the next day or something.
Dude, we need to do
came
it, and
out.
then just like Hero Factory 2.0 gets announced next day or
Yeah,
something. I
yeah.
feel like we'll like make like some sort of like wheels will start turning. You're laughing, Sakota, because you have inside like knowledge.
I,
Oh my
I don't have
God.
any insight
I know
knowledge.
it. I know it.
I don't have any insight knowledge.
Keep the peace. Breaking news.
Keep
Keep the peace, baby. Hashtag. Let's go.
Yeah. That's
But-
a,
No, you
that's
can
an
defend
idea.
yourself.
But
That's a
no,
long-standing idea. Yeah, go on, Elder.
we'll do it. We'll do
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna do it.
We'll do
Nice.
the Hero Factory Let's Play. It's just gonna be on TV.
Hero Factory?
Bionicle
Factory.
Heroes. Let's play.
All right, thank you.
Bionicle
Yeah.
Heroes.
Oh, are you
Hero
doing-
Factory.
Either way?
Are you
Hello,
doing the
classic.
DS one, the Game Boy one, or the
The
console
PC
one?
one.
Mm.
You
Hello,
know,
Plastic asking about my
you-
Hero Factory reviews. I also do. I would still like to do this. That's
Here, you
definitely
can do
something
those
I'd
on
still like
the
to do.
Elder Johnson channel.
the Lego Heroes one, you know, the it just goes on and on and on like that tune because you just get gold and stuff.
Thank you, X.
You're welcome, dude. Whoever's played that game know what I'm talking about. That's the tune, isn't it, LJ? Or
It
do I
is.
just
It
sound?
is.
It's
Thank
the Hero
you.
mode.
I'm not a
Yeah.
maniac, okay? I'm not crazy. Don't put me back. No.
All right.
No, I did not get
So-
abducted. It was a joke. Haha.
So, Octobotamus, are you guys still thinking of returning in some form for talks unrelated to Lego? I remember one of the comments on TTV mentioned that. It's too early to announce anything concrete. But yes, we have mentioned a few times in the video talking about the podcast ending and on the podcast itself. We do, at least some of us, do have aspirations for a new initiative in the future that will not be Lego centric. And we just don't want to jump the gun and tell you anything too early, because if we do decide we want to do it, we want to do it right. We want to launch it right. We want to be in the ideal situation to do it properly. And a lot of us are in transitionary phases in our life right now that are making that kind of difficult. So we're trying to like ride those out, get where we want to be, and then put our focus to actually doing that. But yeah, what I'll say is, if you are invested in us as people in any capacity whatsoever, follow the TTV channel, even if you don't like Bionicle, because if we ever do anything of that nature, we'll probably let the fans know over there. You know, as like, hey, if you want to stay up to date with us, check us out here, kind of a thing.
We're
So,
not
yeah.
becoming a political channel, though, just for the
No,
record.
it's not that. Don't
We're
worry. It's not
branching out,
that.
but not that. That's not happening. If anyone's like, no, that just putting that out there.
Bindo, you arrived just as we're moving towards ending.
I've invaded
we're-
just at the end.
Hello.
Nice.
I
You
couldn't.
can
I
like.
had to be here for the final moments.
Hello, Bindo. The sensei
Hello.
himself comes to
We're
close the door.
passing. We're
We
passing
can
the
officially
torch.
pass over Ninjago.
Yeah,
cast
we're
to
passing
you.
the torch.
Thank
We're
you.
passing
I
the torch,
appreciate it.
and we're sending Sakota out to Denmark. It's all
Thank
happening on stream today.
I
We're doing it with a very like cartoony like canon. We're doing some Looney Tunes stuff.
Very
you know,
good.
just
Yes,
for the
Elder.
sake of it.
I give unto you, Bendo, the staff of senseyship.
Let's go.
It doubles
Nice.
as like a key to get into the building. So
Gotcha.
Like,
Nice.
Yeah.
The staff of sensation.
Also remember to turn off security. The code is 3322785. Hashtag. And then you made to wait for like a beeping noise. There's like three beeping noises, and then the
Gotcha.
last one is kind of And then once the beeping noise is done, that's when you like get up the door. They needed to feed the dogs. You know, the guard dogs are still there. as well.
Okay.
Fido, you don't
I
need
wasn't made
to.
aware of this.
Fido
See, they
does
just
not
I-
need any food though, because
no,
he's
no, no.
dead.
no one was gonna tell me that apparently. So,
Those
you know,
those dogs
it's
got
good.
donated out. They are.
Oh, they got
adopted
we
elsewhere.
donated the meat. That's harsh. You know.
Wait,
you know,
hold on.
We
What?
gotta resourceful.
So did
and
you call
stuff.
them meat?
What? I don't know.
What?
Endo, have you ever bent bricks, or is that just a name?
No, I would never do such a thing.
All right, that's good.
Oh, so
well,
you're a liar.
he's worthy
Yeah.
for the torch. Then that's the only criteria I have. That's it. That's
Bendo, it was a blast getting to like hang out with you and do Ninjago cast stuff.
Yeah,
I'm glad
for
we're still
sure.
gonna do stuff.
I'm excited, and I appreciate you guys for letting me on, let me be a part of this. Well, it lasted. It was very
Yeah.
fun.
Heck yeah, dude.
we're keeping this whole thing still alive. It's life support, but we'll get it up.
I mean, Ninjago Cast, even just the name, like the institution, it's like the longest running Ninjago series on like the internet, or at least podcast.
Let it not
So,
die.
Yeah,
Has it
I
gone
want it to
longer?
last as long as Ninjago does.
That makes sense. So until the end of time, basically, because like I read the lore, because it said before time had a name, and that's pretty long. So that's been going for quite a while, for what I know. Do you do Monkey Kid the cast as well?
We did.
Bendo?
We never
one
did one
point.
on Keep the Peace, sadly. We have assets and all.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You made assets?
We have
Yeah.
full podcast assets for Monkey Cast, and we never did one
you
on
do
Keep
that,
the Peace.
Sakota?
No,
Did you-
Monkey
No,
Cast
that would
was
be-
not my responsibility.
It was mine.
I thought everything was your responsibility.
No, I only. So
Oh,
technically, I was only responsible for Brick Feed and the Let's Play. But then, like when LJ
He
dropped
took everything
out,
else on himself.
I was the only one who was able to do the streaming, so I took over Ninjago Cast, and like at least the streaming part of it. So other stuff had to take a bit of a backseat.
I wish I could have helped
Oh, well.
take over Monkey Cast, but I wouldn't have been able to predict my work schedule exploding, so it wouldn't have worked out anyway.
Exactly.
I only watched like 2 episodes of it, but I remember the joke about him saying that like, hey, like my car doesn't like turn into it. Like it was the joke about like all of the like Lego sets vehicles always having like functions, and it was hilarious. But I don't remember it word for word right now. But it had some pretty funny stuff. I will say I liked Monkey Kid more than I did the 3 episodes in Ninjago, because it just the weird Play-Doh animation in the earlier seasons, man, it's so jarring.
Next, you should watch
There you go.
Dragons Rising.
I don't know if I can, dude, because there's so
Or
much
just keep
lore.
watching Monkey Kid.
No,
I
you
can't
can
good
just
there's
reboot.
so much lore.
you can just start in Dragons Rising and you'll get everything. You don't have
Are
to
you
see
sure?
anything else.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just designed as an entry point.
I see.
Very
I see. I wonder if Botanical did that, with like a different planet, and it was like called Baramagna. I wonder if, if they did that, if that was successful, But they did try it again with Ninjago, and the thing with Lego and Ninjago is that they do it, but it's actually successful. It's crazy, genius. What are you about to
Alright.
say?
No, I was just saying. I do think we should move to wrap up because people are dying.
Are you
on the
sure
line.
after 3 hours, Meso? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure? Come on.
Leo,
Mhm.
we're gonna wrap up. Is there something you want to say as as your closing comment for Keep the Peace?
I just like Sonic sets, dude. It's
I
kind
love
of like
talking
the only
about
thing
Lego.
Nothing
Yeah.
else.
I mean, Lego and my relationship with Lego is very weird now.
What?
I don't really care for much anymore. I only care about like Sonic sets.
What's your hot take that you've been wanting to say this whole time?
Oh,
but haven't?
yeah, most minifigures suck. Like, they're not creative. They look boring. Half the time, it's like stupid. I mainly just hate Star Wars minifigures.
Is it about the molds, or is it about just the graphic?
It's a mix of
design
everything. It's just like you mentioned earlier, like they had only one that stuck, and then eventually they got the mini dolls. But you look at other competing toy lines that had other options that were pretty good. But Legos is very stagnant.
Leo's a
you want
minifig hater.
you want minifigures with like more articulation and stuff?
I mean, not anymore. Now they're just kind of they can't change it because fans would
That's what I like
think
about
lose it.
Lego though, is the
Yeah,
consistency
it's
of it.
consistent and has a
Yeah,
consistent
it's
style.
like
Yeah.
it's like an iconic.
But I think
like,
it's
style.
very I don't know. It stifles the style doesn't work well sometimes, like we saw in Meso's sets today. I think Funko Pops are disgusting. That's
I
completely
was gonna
separate.
make that as like an example, but yeah, thanks. Yeah. I can see it.
Like I don't like those. I don't know.
Tell us, Solek, where do you start with Ninjago? The show or books or just the sets?
Just
the
to
show.
show up.
The
Yeah.
books are mostly not canon. The show pretty much tells the full story, with the exception of like a few things here and there that are really not mission critical to understand anything, even though they are technically canon. You could just watch the show and get it.
Meso, do you remember when you had to watch shows on YouTube in 3 parts of 10 minutes?
Yes.
Did you do that as well?
Maybe.
That's how like most people watch the anime. AJ's like just falling apart. Yeah, you were there too. You understand.
We've been there. We've been new.
There were no ads though. There were no ads. There's like ads around, but not in the actual video.
True.
Yeah,
All right.
just putting that out there. All right,
So
anyone else
hot takes
before
about,
we
anybody else got any hot takes?
before we set fire to the flames? You know, we'll watch this whole thing burn down. Anyone got anything? You know,
Give it a Viking funeral.
Bring
I mean, it's on theme, isn't it? You know?
Bring Hidden Side back. Yeah, say it.
Hidden Side was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think I've said everything I want to say. Check out Meso's video. I never stop building. I always like Lego. I just don't show it all the time.
Bracket pieces rule.
Bracket pieces are insanely overpowered. Your strength in regards to like making any sort of figure or living thing is going to depend on how good you are at snot techniques and bracket pieces. If you are going from Bionicle to Lego System, and you think that like things aren't like falling apart and it's like not as stable as Bionicle, that's because you just don't know how to use bracket pieces. That's the only thing I will ever say regarding that. It's that simple. They're overpowered. You just build everything. It's all stable. You don't need to use like Technic skeletons anymore. You have all the bracket pieces you need. Just learn to use bracket pieces, and then you'll build everything.
There you go.
It's the route to the world.
Go subscribe to the TTV channel if you still want to hear about us. We're still doing stuff. We're leading up to the end of the TTV podcast, which is going to be in May. Go subscribe to LJ Johnson's YouTube channel if he ever does the LJ Johnson show again.
I will.
Because he will, and that'll be good quality, because it always is. Go subscribe to Bindo Bricks. He puts out video essays, music, and more. Just put out a great one on Azure Lion from Monkey Kid. Go check that out and stay tuned for more Ninjago Cast. X, do you have anything that you're actively? Do you have like a social media, or are you not? Like,
I have my Flickr, Tumblr, YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff. But
there you go.
Most of my stuff is on Flickr. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. In like 1 to 5 years, I'll be posting mock videos showing how I built them, like step by step. But it's taken 4 years, and it's probably going to take a little bit more time. But I have been building this entire time since 2017. Just need to finish the projects to actually post them.
There you go.
Yeah.
AJ, do you want to plug your art or nah?
I mean, I'm not really up on anything anymore. Just I will be up again at some point, but like I've not set anything up, so
understandable.
Yeah, I'm just too like.
You are a legend. We will send you all the good vibes.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Leah, for being here. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, LJ. Thank you, Sakota, for everything you've done. Shout outs to Zeros, who doesn't get enough credit for the incredible work.
All the art, yeah.
All the art
assets,
and all the templates, all the assets, which were
help
always very
whenever I
appreciated.
needed anything for streaming.
Genuinely a fantastic person who's always been there for us, and we appreciate you very much. And shout outs to all of you for watching over the years. Thank you. It didn't work out how we wanted, but that doesn't mean we didn't still have fun. And you guys always made it a good time. World of Cars Entertainment, $1.99, delaying the stream one last time.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you all so much. Yeah, for always listening and checking out what we had to offer.
Let us send Sakota positive energy for his new journey. And yeah, truth be told, that's pretty much all I've got for you. We kept the peace, and we will see you guys in the future for wherever our journey takes us. Thank you all so much. Have a great one.
That was a good send off. Very nice.
anti-spice.